even have pick perm. So wait, how the fuck do I stream, bro? This is so weird.
Yeah, exactly. Why can't we stream?
Oh,
Uh,
you can't stream on the stage, bro. Like, what y'all
That's
want
fine.
to
fine.
do?
I
Can
already
I
sent
get
the
pick perm?
screenshots.
Yeah,
Can I get
yeah,
pick perm?
send the screenshots in chat.
Yeah, I don't.
I
Well,
already
actually,
did.
it's not that I don't have pick perm. The lounge is literally just locked. All right, hold up.
Send in scans.
I
Everyone
don't.
can
Oster,
scan.
should I ping? Oster, should I ping?
Yeah, duh. What you mean?
Hold on,
Wait,
okay.
no. Before you ping, we got to
Yeah,
agree on this.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
if
yeah,
we
yeah,
just,
yeah.
because like this
We
is gonna be a
already did.
Discord.
We already said. We already
Yeah,
took it to
we're on
be
both.
that just it's just material things
I
interacting with the material.
chill with the fucking loud mic, bro. Chill with the
I'm not doing
fucking.
nothing.
All right.
I'm
Anyway, I'm gonna just send it in scans. I'm gonna send it in scans. Just check
go
scans,
for it.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
I just sent it. So this was after we had already agreed to whatever it's called.
You said, "Do you think non-physical things can interact causally with
Yeah,
physical things? Yes or
causally.
no?" And you said, "Dude, talk the topic right now."
Causally.
I said, "On that topic, I rather take it that it entails a metaphysical contradiction." And I clarified with you
Yeah.
because I was confused on what you meant by that. So I clarified with you by saying, "Is
Okay.
it
So
immaterial
Archimedes.
things?" So we can take a look at the
Archimedes. So
time. You
you're
set that
saying
at around
okay. So
2:41
yeah.
p.m.
So
and I
then
set that around. Don't interrupt me, Yeetus.
Archie.
Yeetus, stop interrupting me.
No,
And I
you're
set
just
that around.
your mic is
No,
so
I'm
loud.
not.
I can't even talk.
What are you
Your mic.
talking? I'm
How
gonna
is your
let you
mic so
talk.
loud?
What are you talking? I'm talking right now, so don't interrupt me. I
All
let you
right. Sure.
talk
Go
fully without
ahead.
interrupting you.
Please turn your
Right?
mic down. Like it's
So
weird.
you can. Okay. Anyways, I said this right. Like I clarified with you after like hours after this, and I said I take it that immaterial things interacting with material things entails a contradiction that can't be justified. You said I would take the stance that I don't know. We agreed to that. So regardless, right? We clarified and we already understood. If you're going to try to like re-clarify or like restate that, I don't care, right? Because we already agreed on it. At that point, you're just ratting.
Okay, so yeah, now that you're done, basically what I said first, again, I sent the screenshot in chat, but I basically just said, do you think non-physical things can causally interact with physical things or no? Like, I mean, I don't get it. Like, later when you said interact and you left out like causally, I thought you just meant causally. I thought you just didn't type out
And I thought you
causally.
meant non-causally, so I don't.
So,
So it
okay,
doesn't matter.
what do you mean by interact? It's like before we even
So
start
like,
out.
let's say. Oh,
Okay,
sorry. Are you
so
done?
do you mean physical? Okay, what do you mean by interact?
Oh, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm asking, what do you mean by interact?
So by interact, I take it to be more of. I take it to be something having this like biconditional relationship with something. Uh, and in
Wait, what do
fact,
you mean by
we can actually do causally only if you agree that causally would be something happening, something being the cause of something, affecting something, being the reason for this thing happening, or things like that. If you take it to be that, then sure, I'll agree to it. Causally interacting.
All right, wait. Just sorry. Type out the, or actually, yeah, type out the definition that you are thinking of for causally interacting.
Well,
Cause
sure, I can
yeah,
actually send it to you. That's what I mean by it. Hold on.
yeah, just like you could DM it to me, I guess, and I'll just screenshot it,
No, I'll
send
just
it in
send it
scan.
inside a scan so everyone can see, just so there's no confusion. Does that sound good?
That's fine. Yeah.
Perfect. Let me send this to you. I got you, bro. I got you. There we go. And let me send this. getting so mad?
Because your mic is so loud, bruh. Like, I'm just trying to
Why are you
speak
getting
and your
mad at
mic-
me? I didn't mean to interrupt you. Just go on.
Alright, anyway, so what I was saying is, can you, like, send a one-sentence definition? Because I'm not trying to have, like, there be one word snuck in there, like, that you just start ratting with, like, well, this says physically. Like, no,
That's
I
not
just
my
want a one
fault if there's
sentence.
just one word. Just
Yeah,
read
yeah,
it
yeah. So
fully and
can you find
understand
a
it.
one-sentence definition? Just a
No,
one-sentence definition.
no, because it's like takes way more than one
Dude,
sentence to explain that.
what causality is?
Yeah,
Dude, you can't write a whole fucking paragraph. Okay, so hold up.
this isn't a
Let's
paragraph, Yeetus. What
okay,
this is just a brief explanation of what it is. I'm sorry if you can't read like what 5 to 6 sentences. I
yeah.
don't know if they taught
So
you
just
that in
like
school or
no,
something,
I
but
can
I can
just
read
like
it word for word
okay,
for
just
you
like
in front of the VC if you'd like it. If you can't
alright,
interpret it fully,
so yeah, no. Again, I can just like
if you
explain it in like
can, then explain to
terms.
me whether you agree with it or not, since you plan to be interpreting it fully.
Dude.
Because I take
Again,
full
I told
interpretation.
you. I told you I'm not having a whole fucking debate with like one word snuck in there because I'm not trying to read
What
that
word would
over
be
20
snuck in there?
times.
Because you claim to fully have
I don't
interpreted it, so
fucking
explain
know.
to me.
Archimedes.
Okay, well, if you don't know, that means you don't know what word would be interpreted in there.
Archimedes. You're like okay. You're known as a fucking rat, bruh. So like I not even in a mean way. Just like
That's what a
we know you
decorative
rat.
ad
You know.
hominem is. I don't care.
Okay.
You're just committing an ad
So
hominem right
I'm
there.
not trying to have you literally just fucking send this like two
Your
paragraph
argument and reasoning
definition.
is fallacious. That's a fallacy. That's called a decorative ad
Okay,
hominem. You
so
can't
are
just
you okay if
claim
we
that just because of my reputation.
I oh my gosh.
I'm gonna
Alright,
hold you
hold
to that.
up.
That's
So
fallacious reasoning
it's
on your part.
okay. So what do you mean by interaction again?
Interaction, right? I'll
Yeah,
explain it again for you.
I don't think you have, but sure, explain.
Sure. Well, it says basically explaining interaction is it's the same thing as what causation is: making something happen, allowing something, or enabling something to happen, preventing something from happening. And it's all the mental and extramental occurrences of all spatial and temporal dimensions, great and small, and all the causes of what the causes are. Right? Something awareness,
Okay,
this awareness within our own like causal process. That's what I define interaction as.
hold up.
It's codependent and
What do you mean by
co-binary. What?
okay, sorry, just real quick. What do you mean by spatial and temporal dimensions? Are you saying that like causation has to be within space and time?
I'm just saying that's a way of interaction. I'm not saying it has to be anything.
What do you mean that's okay, so you're saying that's a way of interaction, but it doesn't have to be within space and time. Then why did you include it
I'm
within
just
there?
I'm just saying I never claimed it to be the case.
All right, hold up. Let me.
If you're gonna claim it to be the case, then I'd like to hear reasonings why. But until then, you
okay,
can't actually
so-
say I claim this to be the case,
Alright,
or this to
so-
be that inherent presupposition in my mind.
All right, hold up. Let me just read this out to myself real quick, because
Go for it. Read it as many times as you need.
it's kind of hard to like focus when you're like with your loud mic. No offense.
I'm on push to talk.
All right, hold up.
Tomas, why are you up here? What was Tomas up here?
What? I mean,
Never
what do you
mind.
mean? Why is he?
Continue.
I dragged him down. Don't worry about it.
Okay, making something happening, allowing or enabling something to happen, or preventing something from happening. Mental and extramental occurrences of all spatial and temporal dimensions, great and small, have causes and are causes. Our awareness of the world and action within the world depends on every stage of the causal processes. Although not all explanations are causal, anything that can be explained in any way can be explained causally. Like other metaphysical concepts, the concept of causation applies very broadly. Yet this fundamental concept continues
It's just
to elude
referring to the third fundamental branch of philosophy as we know it to be metaphysics, which I'm pretty sure you're familiar with if you study the Quran.
While there is
What the heck?
okay.
Who the fuck was my bad?
Sorry. While there is some general philosophical agreement about causation, there is also considerable disagreement. Causal theories of knowledge, perception, memory, the mind, action, interference, meaning, reference, time, and identity.
Inference, not interference. Those are two decisively different things.
take the notion as fundamental that philosophers understand only completely. All right, hold up. Let me wait. Cosmo theories. Like,
How many times do I need to repeat
do you
this,
mean?
Yeetus, for
Okay,
you to
explain.
understand?
What?
Okay, what do you mean by that last sentence? Just like,
What do you
because
mean?
I
What
don't
do I
want to
mean
get
by the last sentence?
just the last sentence. What do you mean
The
by
last
it? Like,
sentence
like,
states causal
can you
theories of
paraphrase
knowledge,
it?
perception, memory, the mind, action, inference, meaning, reference, time, identity throughout time, take a notion as fundamental that philosophers only understand completely. We understand these things
Dude,
incompletely, which
it's
is why
really
we have to
wait,
make leaps and
Archie.
theories about it. Don't interrupt me.
It's really hard
You
to
just explained to
understand
me
you.
to.
You're like mumbling.
Don't interrupt me. You just asked me to try to explain this,
Yeah,
so
because
don't
you're
interrupt me with
mumbling. I
it.
can't hear what you're saying. I don't want you to talk if I can't hear what you're saying, bro.
Okay, the thing is, it's explaining specific theories and understandings, right? Of these causational theories, right? We don't take it to understand this fully. We cannot understand this fully, for we have not explained or observed this fully. So how can we know something
Okay,
we
so
haven't
you're
observed?
wait.
That's the reason why we have theorems. That's the reason there's a very cosmological arguments that theists go over, right? Because we
so
can't
you're
understand
saying
or know.
so you're saying we can't understand causation fully, right? Is that what you're saying?
No,
And what do you? That's literally what you
I'm
said.
saying we can't. I'm saying we don't yet. Can't would
Okay,
imply
so
that like we can never, right? But I'm not saying we can never.
okay, sure. So in this definition, it also says in spatial and temporal dimensions. So why is causation spatial or necessarily spatial?
I never said it was necessarily spatial, but it can be.
So, okay, so you're saying causation can be spatial and can be temporal, but you're not like this definition isn't asserting that
That's not what I'm saying. Really, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, so
I'm saying I'm not making these assertions. You're asking me if I'm making these assertions, but I'm not making these assertions. If you're going to make the assertions that it's opposing, like if you're going to present to me like a negation to these, I'd like you to.
okay,
But then I'd
so
also like you to give a baseline of reasoning.
so I'm just asking like, okay, so does that
Spit it out, Yeetus.
Are you saying so? Does this mean that like causality can't apply to any aspatial things or not?
What do you mean? Explain to me. Spell it out for me. Spell it out for the VC.
Okay, wait, sorry, say that again.
Spell it out for the VC. What do you
Spell
mean?
what out for the VC?
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by what you just said?
Okay, what part are you confused about? I'm confused. I don't know
Restate
what you
what
want
you
me to
said and explain it more.
Yeah, about what? Okay, wait. Is it when I
About what you
asked?
just said a few seconds ago. Do you have Alzheimer's or something?
Sure. Yeah, I asked, are you saying that causation can't be aspatial? Or are you
Can
just
causation
saying that it
can
can?
are you saying can causation be too spatial or be aspatial?
No, what? Okay, no, I'm
Is
saying
that what
does
you're
your definition?
asking me?
Yes, I'm asking you. Well, I'm asking you, does your definition entail that causation can't be aspatial? Just yes or no?
Does it entail that? No.
Yeah. Okay, and
If
why
you can't
is
read
like
already, it's saying that's not like necessarily making claims of that at all. This is just explaining what I
why
define
is
as causation and interaction. So the point of this definition was to say, do you agree to this definition, yes or no?
Also, why is
Because we need a
causation,
fundamental definition of causation, if that's what you're referring
okay,
to,
so
right?
also why is causation only mental or extra mental? Like why is it only those two?
I just listed out that those were the things. Again, you're just trying to force assertions on me. I call
No,
this a
I'm
non
asking
sequitur.
you why, 'cause I just don't want to
Why
agree to
would
this
you're asking
definition.
me why for something I didn't say to be the case?
Okay.
You can't
Archimedes.
say why. You can't like say to a construction worker why is space. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Right now you're just
What?
trying to ask me something that I
Wait,
didn't
so
even
you're a
say.
construction work? No, I'm just kidding. But Archimedes,
This is an
dude, you send a
analogy.
fucking dude. I'm so confused. You literally sent a fucking definition, and now I'm asking you to clarify the definition, and now you're
I did clarify
demonstrating
the
that you don't even
definition already.
understand your own definition.
Who's demonstrating that? You just asked me a question, and then I explained the question to you, and now you're saying I don't understand my own
Oh, I
definition.
said,
If you
why
ask
is
me a definition,
causality?
if you ask me a question that has something to do with my definition, then I can explain it. But as I said before, you asked me
Dude, you're
questions that have
arguing.
nothing to do with it.
Sorry. Dude, can you please
It's okay.
turn your mic down? This is very. Dude, can you please turn your mic down? Like, for real. Like,
I'm Fisher talking.
just
I'm
please.
letting you talk. This has nothing to do with my mic.
Yeah, I know,
You're
but
just
why
making
is your mic
excuses
that
at this
loud?
point. You're just making
No, I'm just
excuses at this
asking.
point.
Okay.
This is
Okay,
irrelevant.
whatever. Anyway, so I'm just asking, you sent the definition, and part of the definition is that causality must be mental or mental or extra
I never
mental, and
said
I'm
it must
asking
be.
you why.
I never
Yes,
said it
that's
must be.
literally okay, wait, hold up. It says
Idiot.
wait, hold up, let me
There's a
reread
word.
this.
It says to me, it says mental or extramental occurrences of all spatial or temporal dimensions, great or small, have causes and are causes. I never said it must be.
Okay, so um
Um,
actually
Wait, hold on, Archie. I'm not gonna hold you. It's like hella hard to hear you with your mic like that.
yeah, exactly.
Like that's what it sounds like.
I can't really
Alright, so
help it. I moved my mic as close. I'm on earbuds right now.
Can you like move it like further away or like turn it down by any chance?
I'm on earbuds there.
Tomas, get off the
Alright.
stage.
Alright, so
Yeah, why is
Arky,
Tomas
let
on the
me just
stage? I'm confused.
I don't know. Okay, anyway, Arky, so just real quick question about this definition. Would you say something mental is aspatial or spatial?
Would I say something mental is aspatial or spatial? Well, going by the context of it, right? It's saying that essentially, right, a mental thing would be something. Okay, well, are you aware of what an existence and existence is, what phenomenon is?
What? Sorry, say that again. I don't get what
Are
relevance
you
that has
aware?
to
Are you aware of what an existence is, and what phenomenon is?
Am I aware of what existence, inexistence, and phenomenon is? I'm aware of
Yes.
what existence and inexistence are, but I don't know how that applies to this, and also I don't know
It
what you
applies
mean by
because it
phenomenon.
applies because what it's talking about mental occurrences. It's essentially saying, oh, okay, well, these things that like have something to do, these things that we can experience, right? That don't require a priori reasoning or explanation. These occurrences, such as me hitting a wall, these occurrences, right, can be occurrences and
Oh,
do have
so
causes. That's all it means by it.
okay, so by mental you mean a priori, and by extra
No,
mental you
I'm saying it
mean
doesn't have to be a priori. Extra
yeah,
mental would essentially be priori.
would be a priori. Wait, okay, so you're saying extra mental is without our experience. Okay, so I'm not sure if I missed anything here, but I guess I'm just gonna steel man that definition, because
Go
again,
for it.
yeah, if I missed any, like words that were slid in there, I'm not trying to. I still want to be able to go back, so
Yes. Hello?
Bro, my bad. Holy shit. I'm so sorry. I think I dragged
Tomas,
you
can you
into the
please
car.
get down? Thank you.
Thomas, did you drag me off? Okay,
I think you did.
anyway, it's
Sorry,
whatever.
continue.
Alright, it's fine. Okay, so Archimedes, basically, wait, what was I saying? Fuck, dude, oh yeah, I said basically, I guess I could steel man that definition. I'll agree to it for now, but I just want to be able to go back just in case there's anything in there that like you slipped or that was like slipped in that I just didn't see. So I'll steel man it, so we could proceed with the debate from there. Anyway,
Okay, perfect.
just real quick, I'm taking the stance that I don't know, like I'm kind of agnostic towards the impossibility of it, and I'm asking, like I just haven't really been presented with a reason why I would accept this. So, like, I'm asking you to like present a reason. Also, you said it entails a metaphysical contradiction. So,
Yeah.
I would like you to define what a metaphysical contradiction actually is, and then we could get in.
Okay, perfect. I'll run you by the definition of what I mean exactly by metaphysical contradiction. Just hold on a bit.
Okay.
All right, I'll send this in scans.
Sure. Scans. Hold up. Yeah, send it in scans.
There we go. Okay. So the principle of contradiction, or the metaphysical contradiction, right, expresses metaphysical and logical opposition between being and its negation. This was explained by Aristotle, by the way, not the person in VC, the philosopher, given his writings and specific teachings. Now, given this, the reason why I'd call something immaterial causing something material, or interacting with something material causally, which is by my definition, as you still mend, would essentially be that I think that something material would be the negation of something immaterial. Would you agree with this, yes or no?
Would something material be the negation of something immaterial?
Yes.
Well, in that sense, sure. I mean, it's
Okay,
basically
so
saying material. Yes,
metaphysical
okay.
contradiction.
No. Let me finish. Let me clarify.
Okay.
In the sense of whether it's made up of matter, yeah, that is the negation, which is basically saying made up of matter, not made up of matter. So sure, it is the negation.
Okay,
That's fine.
perfect. So this states that a metaphysical or logical opposition between being and its negation. So something being interacting with its own negation, I'd say consider this a metaphysical contradiction.
All right, okay, so Archie, real quick. Is this, by metaphysical contradiction, does this mean that basically something being itself and its negation is a contradiction?
Not being, right? Interacting.
Okay, why is this?
Which is why we go to back to my definition of what causation would be.
Yeah, so I'm
or what
asking
interaction would be.
What causal interaction? Sure. So
Mhm.
why is this impossible? Because again, I could just assign like any definition I want to metaphysical contradiction. That doesn't mean that it's actually impossible. Like I could say metaphysical contradiction is like being named Archimedes or some shit like that, right? That doesn't mean that it's actually impossible. If you're saying, just real quick, if you're saying like this is impossible because it's a metaphysical contradiction, and then you define a metaphysical contradiction as the thing we're literally debating, then that's not going to work. If you say, well, I take a metaphysical contradiction to be something causally interacting with its negation, therefore it's impossible. We're literally debating whether something interacting with its negation is impossible. So you just defining it as a metaphysical contradiction under your definition isn't substantial to actually prove it's impossible. So you're gonna have to like prove that actually makes it impossible.
Sure. So essentially, right, a metaphysical contradiction defined as something interacting with its negation. You being agnostic to this, you asked me to present a baseline of reasoning. I presented that baseline of reasoning.
Right.
So regardless of whether you're saying, oh, you need to explain why this is the case, I explained why this is the case already.
Okay,
So exactly why would you want me to explain?
So your definition.
In fact, you didn't even just hear it, you even accepted this baseline of reasoning, and furthermore went to raise the question, why does this make it impossible?
Okay, wait, so
But you asked me to just waste reasons for why it would be impossible, and I'm saying it'd be impossible given the baseline of reasoning for what a contradiction would be.
So Archimedes, please.
So I'm a bit confused on what you exactly want me to prove or understand.
Fine. Okay, can you repeat your definition for what like a metaphysical contradiction actually is?
Something interacting or being itself while being its negation.
Okay, that's fine. I agree with that definition. So
Okay.
I already.
So I have a question, by the way, Yeetus.
Okay, so Archie, hold up. I already told you. I'm fine with saying, right, that it's a contradiction for something to be immaterial and immaterial simultaneously. Of course, that's a contradiction, but we're not talking about being both of these.
Yeah.
We're talking about, we're talking about causal interaction. You saying that this thing is a contradiction for this thing to be itself and its.
I never just said be though. That's a straw man. I said be interacting.
No, don't lie, bro.
I did that. We can get Yeetus. We can get Aristotle up in the VC.
Sure, you said, okay, wait, hold up.
Aristotle up.
You can invite him up because I am
I
so sure you just said B.
Or Aristotle, just like request to speak. Aristotle, like just click like that hand, and I'll invite you up, Aristotle.
Yeah.
Father. Alright, why are you? It's not that hard to do, you know. I mean, it's supposed to be
Aristotle.
not
Oh, he requested to come up too. There we go.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
accepted it.
So the question raised
Alright,
Aristotle was
wait,
whether
why is
I
Oak-
said, right?
Why is
Because I
the professor
defined,
here?
because I defined, right, the metaphysical contradiction
hold up.
as being its own negation and interacting with its negation quite clearly multiple times.
wait.
And what Yeetus is
wait,
saying is that I never defined it as interacting. So the question which would be Aristotle is whether I did or not.
No, what I'm saying is that you defined it as being itself and its negation, and I'm asking Aristotle if he heard that, because you literally said that, and now you're saying you didn't.
Yeah,
so you're
I also
lying.
said, well, A, that's literally what I just said. B,
Wait. So you said that, and you said something else. So what the fuck? I'm so confused right now. Like, do you know what
what are
your
you talking about?
definition?
Yes, I know what my definition is, you're just not listening to me. I
Why
would
did you
explain
just
that my
repeat it?
definition of it would be interacting or being. Interacting or being. Interacting or being. I listed this 5 times in case you're deaf, right? So either way, right, it doesn't matter. That just means you're not tracking and you lack tracking skills and you're just lackluster within your understanding.
That's
So
fine.
hurry up, stop trying to
Aristotle.
stonewall me and get Aristotle up here and explain to him.
Alright, Aristotle, did you hear him say being itself? And okay, hold on, he's just fucking.
Aristotle, stop living. Idiot.
Wait, hold up, invite him up again.
I invited him.
Alright,
No,
Aristotle.
Aristotle. So Aristotle, did I or did I not say to him that metaphysical contradiction?
Initially, I only heard like identity, like something being immaterial and immaterial at the same time being a contradiction. But initially, I didn't hear you say about these material being able to interact with the immaterial, right? You only said it you only mentioned it later. So I don't know what to say.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. I'm saying that I mentioned that to him and that I already explained.
No.
He's saying that I never mentioned it. So I'm questioning it.
If that's what
Aristotle
you
just said I didn't mention it.
dude, okay, wait, hold up. So what I'm saying is, if
Mhm.
that's what you meant, I'm fine with accepting that, right? I'm well, not like accepting the definition, but if that's what you meant, like I'm not gonna like straw man you, but just don't lie and say you
That's
didn't
what I
say
meant.
that.
No. I'm not saying I didn't say that. What I'm saying is I said that and this. I'm not saying I never said that. I'm saying I said this and that.
Dude, your mic is so loud. Oh my gosh. Anyway.
Oh my god, it's not.
Okay, so anyway, I asked you, right, to repeat it, and you basically just said it's being something and something else simultaneously. So that's not what you meant. Just repeat your definition again, because I'm not gonna rat and hold you to something.
It's called, right, metaphysical interaction, contradiction would be a negation interacting with itself, with its something interacting with its negation, or something being with its negation. I'll repeat myself for the VC. Interacting with its negation or being its negation. Do you understand that?
Okay, so first off, I don't really get why I would accept your definition for a metaphysical contradiction, but like, why don't we just we could call this whatever, right? It's just the definition that matters. It's not whatever, like the word that matters, but like let's just say we call this like some random ass thing. Like, why would this be impossible anyway? Why would this definition?
Well, I think anything that entails this contradiction, a logical contradiction, which a metaphysical contradiction would be registered impossible.
Okay. So first off, right? Why? Why would it be impossible? Because again,
because
wait, chill.
No.
Okay, just calm down for a second. I'm not sure.
I'm calm. Why are we talking right now, too?
Please, while I'm talking, please.
Yeah, talk.
All right, so I'm saying, why would it be the case that if something interacts with something else that is its negation, why would it be the case that this is like a contradiction? Why would this be a logical? Pause.
Hold on. No. You just have to go. You just have to go.
Right now?
I forgot I have to work. Yeah, it's 5 o'clock for me.
Dude.
Or 4:59 for me.
Dude.
Yeah.
Alright, this is fine. I'm in my teaching session now.
We can resume this, because I get home at around 8:30. So I go home in around
Dude.
3 hours, 3 to 4 hours. We can resume it
Dude.
then. Dude.
No, are you actually just gonna leave right now? You nasty ass bitch.
What is
Okay,
wrong with
calm
you?
it,
Just
please.
shut up before I get to packing at you little nasty self. Nah, boy, you really tried to get loud at me as if that sounds funny. Yeah, you nasty.
Or
back.
Archimedes, stop.
I'm
Stop.
joking.
Anyway,
Okay, stop.
whatever. Yeah, I'm just kidding, but
Yeah.
it's fine. If you're just gonna
Yeah.
dip, like we can.
Yo, what's up, Fresh?
Yeah, for sure. We
Let's
can
get to
continue this
mods,
later.
you sexy baby.
Alright,
Yeah.
peace out, Yeetus.
Yeetus W.
He
Yeetus
left,
W.
bro. He left. Why you
Yeetus
keep
W.
making this
Bro, what is
thing?
this coonery?
Yeetus
Anyways, I'm
W.
gonna like,
bruh.
Anyway, I'm just.
Yeetus
I'm
W. Yeetus W.
Oh, this nigga slam.
Yeetus W.
Oh my god, bro. I
Yeetus
can't
W.
listen to shit, bro.
alright, guys. I'm gonna like teach about tenseless time, okay?
Yeetus
No,
W.
Tenseless time. Fuck tenseless time.
Yo,
I'm gonna be
let me get a
Tense
Yeetus
time.
W in chat.
Yeetus
The
W.
meaning
Yeetus
of
W in
tenseless
chat.
is tense time, bitch.
Yeetus W. Bird number joiner.
Chill out,
Yeetus
chill out, chill
W.
out. Don't jump and go, bro.
Fuck tense.
You think or
Let's
he is?
go over some preset things. First off, if you keep interrupting me, like, can somebody moderate and like mute him, please? Because I'm not trying to get interrupted throughout the whole debate because he has like a louder mic or something.
I'm back.
Is that-
Yawning.
Yeah, we're starting right now. Okay,
Wait,
Archie,
is
is it
comedy
starting
recording?
bad.
Did we already establish that?
Yo, Huber,
Yes,
type in chat if you're recording.
Amaki is recording. Anyway,
Where did he say
Like-
that? Where did he say that?
he DM'd me and said it's on.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're bad. Alright,
Alright,
Yeetus
anyway.
versus Archimedes part 2. Let's get it. Alright, what is that?
Archie,
Mhm.
Archie.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, dude. Okay, so what I'm saying, like, you don't have to, try your like rhetoric, like fucking shit rhetoric tactics. Like, yeah. Come on.
Yeah, and you don't have to try your
Alright,
stupid
alright.
rhetoric
Anyway.
tactics about saying, dude, stop trying to get the rhetorical game on me, bro.
All right. Chill
Anyway,
out,
I don't
chill
think
out.
that I don't think that you like just being obnoxious and belligerent.
Yeetus. No one cares. This is a red herring. This is a red herring.
Anyway, I'm just saying.
This is a red herring. I don't care. Get to the point and stop stonewalling. Thank you, Asta. Like, get to the point. No one cares, Yeetus.
Alright, I'm saying this so you don't.
Yeah, I
interrupt
don't
me
care.
constantly.
Get to the point. Hurry up.
I would just like to make sure that if he keeps over talking.
No one's over talking you, bro.
Hey, you don't.
Like-
Actually, you kind of are. Lower your mic a little bit.
No, I'm saying Asta, right? I'm not gonna overtalk him when he's on his point, but right now he's not on his point.
Word.
So tell him to get to the point, right?
Also, Yeetus, don't do that. What you just did, don't do that, because you were kind of like throwing insults at him, but
For
not
real.
throwing insults at him.
Oh no!
For,
no,
like, how you
I'm
tryna-
being-
how you-
Hey, okay. Anyway.
Hack me, but not want me to backpack.
chill. Okay, so first off, I would just like to establish what we're actually debating about, because last time you tried ratting and like.
No one
saying
tried
that-
ratting.
Dude, are you gonna let me finish? Anyway, so you tried saying that we were like debating on like whether it's a metaphysical contradiction, but I like said during the recording we were going to debate on whether it's possible or impossible for something immaterial to causally interact with something material. If you want to say it's a metaphysical contradiction, you're gonna have to show why your definition of this would actually entail impossibility. I just want to clarify that. You can't win the debate if you just give some fucking definition of like metaphysical contradiction. You're like, oh well, this is my definition, so therefore I've proven it's a metaphysical contradiction. Well, I take a metaphysical contradiction to be something that is impossible, so you have to justify why your definition entails impossibility for said thing to happen. So that's what I'm asking you to do right now.
Tell me when you're done.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you to do right now. I'm done.
Perfect. So that was like a whole lot you threw out there. We can go over that, like, why exactly, right? The stance is whether it entails metaphysical contradiction. You've already been over, right, why this is the case. You've already been over why this is the case, and we've already been over that this is the fact. If all of you guys in VC can turn your eyes to scans 1, we actually already clarified this in DMs previously before. We actually already stated this in VC before. Yeetus, don't interrupt me.
No,
And then, right, don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me.
All right, you're just blatantly
Don't
lying.
interrupt me.
Okay, hold on. Yeetus, he is talking. You can talk after. Also, what's the?
Thank
what's the
you.
topic, or is that what you guys
Yeah.
are trying to figure out?
That's what we're discussing right now.
Okay,
Right.
because I'm gonna try to announce the debate, and like I don't know the topic yet. So.
Well, of course, yeah. We can announce after I already proved my point. But basically, right, you've already clarified this and we've already done this. You restating within VC, right, or within the thing, doesn't change what the topic is. For example,
Yeah,
we can
no,
have
no,
a
no, that's-
we can have a fictional Yeetus. I'm not done.
Sure, go ahead.
Don't make me raise my mic. No. The thing is, right? Regardless, right? You can try to clarify, re-clarify in VC. That doesn't matter because that's not what we previously had agreed upon. Right? You can't change the topic. You can't change that mid thing. Right? That's not how it works. You have to put upon the agreed upon thing, which is what it is. You claiming, right, that in VC you claimed within VC we supposedly reclarified. That's not the case. You just tried to change it. So do us a favor, right? Stop ratting, stop stonewalling, and get to the topic. The topic is whether it entails a metaphysical contradiction. I've sent evidence for this. Scans.
Okay, so now that you're done talking, I like clearly said in DMs, you probably cut out certain parts. I'm not looking at the screenshots. I could, get from our DMs. I clearly said like, I believe I'm kind of agnostic towards whether it entails an impossibility. If you wanted to try to like phrase it like, oh, well, it's a metaphysical like contradiction or whatever. Like again, my definition for that would, like for a contradiction or a metaphysical contradiction would entail impossibility. So again, and I said during the debate that I want you to prove why this is impossible, and I'm agnostic. I haven't presented with reason why this, why immaterial things reacting with material causally are impossible, or why this is impossible, and I was asking you to provide me, and you were like, sure, great. So you obviously agreed. I don't care if you try like, saying some shit in DMs that confused me to the point where I was like, whatever. Because in VC, right before we actually started the debate, I clarified the topic and you didn't have problems with it. So regardless of what I said before, it doesn't matter because this is what was said during the debate, right? If I said before the debate, I agree with your position. And then, I'm not saying this happened, but if I did say that, and then during the debate, I was arguing against your position, that doesn't influence the debate. Just because I said this before the debate doesn't mean that I am conceding it because I didn't say it during the debate.
Talking about concession, you just.
Yeah, what about concession?
Yeah, so basically, right? Yeah, Yeetus, I'm not done. Yeah, Yeetus, I'm not done. You can be quiet now.
Yeah, you can't.
But you can be quiet now, Yeetus. Thank you.
Sure.
But basically, right? It doesn't matter. That's like disanalogous, right? In fact, do you even know what we're talking about? Nobody's talking about concession, Yeetus. Nobody's talking about concession, though. So that was just completely like a red herring. No one's talking about concession. That was completely a red herring. Right? What we're talking about is the agreed upon topic. Yeetus, this is the final thing. Don't interrupt me.
Yeah, sure. So we were.
Yeah. Yeetus, I just said don't interrupt me.
Yeah, we agreed upon the topic.
Yeah, okay, Rasta.
Yeah, hold on. No, I'm gonna mute Yeetus while you talk Archimedes.
Thank you. So basically, right, anyways, the thing is, right, the agreed upon topic was actually, right, you could see in scans. If you think I'm cutting anything out, I can just stream it for you guys. Right, if Austin would give me streaming perms, I could stream it for you. Right?
Oh, you can't even stream in a stage, but yeah, you can.
Oh, that's fine. We can just like quickly move to another VC or whatever, do some weird stuff, but basically, right, I already showed upon evidence that this was the agreed upon topic. We're not talking about concession, right? You gave the analogy that if I try to argue, if I agree with your stance and argue it different in a debate, that means that I'm arguing it within a debate. That's completely disanalogous because I had already said before, we both agree on a topic. Agreeance upon a topic is different from agreeance upon whether you agree with the stance or not, because that topic is what we're going to be engaging. That topic is what we're actually doing. It's not malleable, Yeetus. So regardless of whether you try to say that, it doesn't matter. I sent the scans, I sent everything. So what you need to do right now is stop stalling, stop stonewalling, and get to the topic, right? And Tomas would like to say something. He said he'd like to say something and clear some stuff up.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I think Yeetus is kind of confused because you guys are debating if something's metaphysically possible, right?
Yeah, metaphysically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know why you keep saying like if something is metaphysically impossible, then it's literally impossible, right? There's no distinction, right? If it's not metaphysically possible, then it's not possible, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, so you were saying something along the lines that, oh no, we're not debating the metaphysically possible, we're just debating if it's possible.
Oh, no.
Oh, sorry. Were you saying that to me or Yeetus?
No, I think No, wait. Before you guys keep going, I think you guys were debating on what is what is a metaphysical possibility, right? You
Yeah.
guys were
Yeah, which is
debating
why I
the
brought up. Yeah,
definition
which is why I brought
of-
up. Which is why I brought up contradiction, which you can see in the scans. But
And
Yeetus is saying that Yeetus is saying whether it's just impossible or not. But
So
the
do you
actual
think,
agreement, as Tomas said, was
uh,
metaphysical contradiction or possibility.
so, if you know, let me speak now. Yeah, you
Yeah.
basically said, you basically tried saying that we were debating on whether it was a metaphysical contradiction, and I basically just said that you have to prove that this is a metaphysical impossibility, that your definition of a metaphysical contradiction is in fact a metaphysical impossibility, because you just saying that I like say, okay, even if I agree to your definition, because I think you think I conceded when I said like, okay, why would your definition entail impossibility? You think that's me conceding? No, I was just saying we're debating on metaphysical impossibility. So why would your definition of a metaphysical contradiction be impossible?
I
The
never.
analogy I gave,
Sorry.
okay, Archie, let me finish. I said I could say that, you know, being named Archimedes is a metaphysical contradiction. But if I can't justify why it's impossible, then my definition would not be valid. So I'm asking you to justify why your definition would entail impossibility. Instead of just a semantical rat game, I'm just asking you to justify why this would be metaphysically impossible.
Yeah, but the problem is you're changing the topic. We're not talking about a concession of sorts. We're talking about what the agreed upon topic was.
Yeah.
Right now, you're trying to say to me, "Oh, this doesn't mean I'm conceding," even though we're not mentioning concession here.
Okay,
Nor
so
are we
yeah,
even
we're
talking about. You just
metaphysical
don't
possibility.
overtalk me.
Sure, go ahead.
I already told you once, or actually 3 times now. You can shut up now.
What do you
Thank
think
you.
the topic was?
You can shut up now. Thank you.
I'm
So,
asking you.
anyways, right? What the actual topic was and what the actual agreed upon topic was, right? Oh yeah, thank you, Austin. If you just cuts me off one more time, can you mute him?
Yeah, I got you.
Thanks. But basically the topic was, right, whether this is metaphysically possible or whether this is an interaction, right? As he said, right? And the thing is, right, it doesn't really matter, right? We're not talking about concession here. You just tried to say, oh, well, this doesn't mean I conceded. You're just trying to change the topic and trying to stonewall me again, trying to be fallacious. And to address your other point about the multiple points you just made at once, no one was semantically racking. I sent 2 definitions. No one's semantical racking. No one's being semantical at all. Right now, we're just talking about what this actually means in general.
All right. Sure.
And
So
to address your other point about me supposedly cutting off screenshots, which you already supposedly continued on in scans, right? You stated that you're agnostic to it, and that you shouldn't believe any reason to why it'd be impossible. Given the context that we're talking about metaphysical possibility and impossibility, and you asked me to justify why this would, or you asked me to explain why this wouldn't be justifiable, we'd be talking about metaphysical impossibility, not just impossibility in general. Right?
Okay,
if you think we're talking about logistics or logical impossibility, I wouldn't be saying that metaphysical impossibility is the same as logical impossibility. You'd have to explain to me why we'd be considering or explaining about logistics. Go on.
You're confused on what I'm saying. You're trying to say that we're debating on whether, on like a metaphysical contradiction, and you think that if I say, well, even if I were to accept your definition, why would this entail impossibility, right? Because a metaphysical impossibility would just also be an actual impossibility. Metaphysical impossibilities are actual impossibilities. So I'm asking you, why would your definition of a metaphysical contradiction be a metaphysical impossibility? Because again, I could assign whatever definition I want to fucking metaphysical contradiction. That doesn't actually make it a metaphysical impossibility. And I was asking why I should accept your definition. Because I take a metaphysical contradiction to entail metaphysical impossibility. Right? And I feel like you're just trying to rat and like assign a definition, which is literally the very thing we're debating. Right? And it just doesn't make sense to me. So I'm asking you, why would I accept your definition and why would this entail a metaphysical impossibility? Okay, because that's what we're debating. So sure, you can go ahead and try justifying that.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. What the fuck are you laughing at?
Basically, that's what I'm laughing about, right? So Yeetus, you just said that Tomas said that the topic was whether something's metaphysically possible or not, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Possible or impossible, yeah.
Done with that, right? So let's go ahead, right?
Yeah, sure, we can
Continued
go
off from the
ahead.
recording. We continued off from the recording. You're saying, "Oh, justify your definition." You already accepted my definition.
No,
You already
I did.
accepted
Wait,
it.
tell me
I
where
can send the recording. I can send the recording. Agreed.
Okay, show me, where did I accept
Yeah,
the
you
definition?
accepted it. Look at like 29 minutes and after. Everyone can because it's in everyone can because it's in what's it called? It's in what's it called? What's that one thing called? The recording that was on.
Wait,
So
just
that being the
send
case,
it somewhere.
yeah, I did.
Send
Look
it
in
somewhere.
scans. Look in scans.
Scans. Hold up.
You already sent the recording yourself.
Derek sent it in the chat. Okay, so let me
You
skip
sent the
to
recording.
what's the timestamp again?
29 minutes and after. Everyone in VC can like
Wait,
look, and
what's
even
the
Movies, you
timestamp?
can
Sorry.
still look.
Alright,
29 minutes and after.
Alright, I will screen. Okay, wait, everybody, Archimedes, just
Right,
mute
just
up.
play it
I
with
will
the
play it.
parts of the thing.
Yeah, I will
You
play
just
it through my
you can't. Oh, okay, play it.
okay. Definition. Alright, just yeah, everyone mute up. Just be quiet. I got it. That matters. It's not whatever, like the word that matters, but like let's just say we call this like some random ass thing. Like, why would this be impossible anyway? Why would this definition?
I think anything that entails this contradiction, a logical contradiction, which a metaphysical contradiction would be registered impossible.
Okay. So first off, right? Why? Why would it be impossible? Because again, like okay, wait, chill. Like okay, just calm down for a second. I'm not sure you know. Please, like while I'm talking, please. Alright, so I'm saying,
With your
why
mic, what the fuck?
would it be the case that like something interacts with something else that is its negation? Why would it be the case that this is like a contradiction? Why would this be a logical? Pause.
Hold on. No. You just have to go through. You just have to go. You didn't play it fully. You didn't play it through fully.
Wait, hold up. Wait.
We're discussing about the definitions. This is after you already had agreed upon it, and just backtracking now.
Where did
This
I
is after you're backtracking now.
Where did I agree on the definition? So what's the timestamp?
You just literally just played it back. You just skipped right after that.
Wait, no, I didn't skip anything, bro. I stopped when you said I have to go. So okay, where should I play?
Exactly right.
Wait, where should I play?
Let me play it. Let me play it right. Let me play it right. I'd even play. Or Asta, could I just like stream it? Could we just go to different VCs, press and we stream it?
You can add a bot here.
Yeah, actually.
What do you say, Tomas?
Yeah, you can add Groovy in here. Here, I'll do it. How
do you skip?
How would we skip through it?
You can fast forward with Groovy.
Oh, for sure, you do that.
So,
Right?
wait, how the fuck do
Wait, 1 minute is it?
Commands.
Exactly what time
It's like you can put it at like what? In fact, just for the sake of it, so we hear all of it, you can put it at like 25 minutes and after.
25.
Yeah.
So fast forward 25 minutes.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not that I don't pick.
I'll just seek 25 minutes. I'll just seek there. I'll just go there.
Mhm.
Can anyone hear it?
Father. Alright, why are you? It's not that hard to do, you know. I mean,
Aristotle. Oh, he requested to come up too. There we go.
Yeah,
So the question raised Aristotle was what I said, right? Because I defined, right, the metaphysical contradiction as being its own negation and interacting with its negation quite clearly multiple times. And what Yeetus is saying is that I never defined it as interacting. So the question which would be Aristotle is whether I did or not.
No, what I'm saying is that you defined it as being itself and its negation, and I'm asking Aristotle if he heard that because you literally said that. And now you're saying you didn't.
Yeah,
so you're
I also said, well, A, that's literally what I just said. B,
wait. So you said that, and you said something else. So what the fuck? I'm so confused right now. Like, do you know what you're
talking about? Yes, I know what my definition is. You're just not listening to me. I would explain that my definition of it would be interacting or being. Interacting or being. Interacting or being. I listed this 5 times in case you're deaf, right? So right, it doesn't matter. That just means you're not tracking, you lack tracking skills, and you're just lackluster within your understanding. So hurry up, stop trying to stonewall me, and get Aristotle up here and explain to him.
Alright, Aristotle, did you hear him say being itself? And okay, hold on, he's just fucking.
Aristotle, stop living. Idiot.
Wait, hold up. Invite him up again.
I invited him.
I
No,
You know
Aristotle.
what?
Did
You're putting me down.
So Aristotle, did I or did I not say to him that metaphysical
Yo,
contradiction?
initially I only heard like identity, like something being immaterial and immaterial at the same time being a contradiction. But initially I didn't hear you say about this material being able to interact with the immaterial, right? You only said it like you only mentioned it later, so I don't know what to
Yes.
say.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. I'm saying that I mentioned that to him and that I already
No,
explained.
no.
He's
I'm
saying that
just
I never
right.
mentioned it. So
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
questioning it.
If that's what you
Aristotle
meant,
just said I didn't mention it.
dude, he lit. Okay, wait, hold up. So what I'm saying is, if
Mhm.
that's what you meant, I'm fine with accepting that, right? I'm well, not like accepting the definition, but if that's what you meant, like I'm not gonna like straw man you, but just don't lie and
Yeah,
say you
that's what I
didn't say
meant.
that. 'Cause-
No.
Okay, wait,
I'm
hold
not
up,
saying I
hold up,
didn't say
let me
that.
fucking finish,
What I'm saying is I said
dude,
that and this.
dude,
I'm not saying I never
stop,
said that.
dude,
I'm saying I
stop. Your
said this
mic is,
and that.
dude, your mic is so loud. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
Oh my god,
it's
it's not.
okay. So anyway, I asked you, right, to repeat it, and you basically just said it's being something and something else. Not what you meant. Just repeat your definition again, because I'm not gonna rat and hold you to something.
It's
You don't.
called, right? Metaphysical interaction, contradiction would be a negation interacting with itself, or sorry, with its something interacting with its negation, or something being with its negation. I'll repeat myself for the V.
Okay.
I literally knew it, you little rat.
Arky. So I'm not sure if you're retarded, but I literally said I'm not.
No, I'm not done. Yeah, I'm not
Dude,
done. You
okay,
blatantly
no,
said,
okay.
right? You
Oh
blatantly
my
said, right?
gosh.
I'm not
You know, okay,
done.
you know
I'm
what?
not
Okay, hold up. You're gonna say that I said I'm fine with something. Do you know
Can you
that
mute
what that
him?
was in reference to?
Asta, can you mute
Are
him?
you
He
gonna
keeps
straw man
interrupting
me?
me. He keeps
Why are you turning
interrupting
your
me.
mic up? What the
He
fuck?
keeps interrupting.
Are you just gonna keep straw manning me?
Yo, hold on. I'm talking to my mom right now. Y'all gotta get somebody up here.
Alright, Arky, are you just gonna straw man me? Because I literally said, I'm fine with your like. Okay,
Stop interrupting me. Stop interrupting me.
Okay, yeah.
You got stop interrupting me.
What? Yeah, okay, do you want me to tell you what
Interrupting me.
Yeah, but if you want me to say what I meant,
Get up here and mute him because he keeps interrupting me.
bruh, you're gonna try to straw man me, and I'm just gonna tell you what I
Interrupting me.
meant.
He keeps interrupting me.
Dude.
Interrupting me. You just said.
Yo, Archie.
You just said. Wait, Tomas, because think it right. He just said he complained about my mic being loud. So I even went on push to talk to allow him to talk, and now he's not even letting me talk. And if he has to resort to letting me talk, that just means he's bad at rhetoric. It's like, are you gonna let me talk, Yeetus, or no?
Sure, but why did you turn your fucking mic?
Thank you. So basically, no one's mic is up. I already sent a screenshot in what's it called? General. I could send another one that is the current time. But like that was only a few minutes ago. Or that was actually 1 minute ago. No one has even FL open or anything. So anyways, right? You can say, you said in VC, right? Oh, that's fine. I'm fine with agreeing to it, but you gotta explain why that intent.
No. That's not what I said.
Yo, Archie. I'm sorry, but like I legit heard him say, like, I'm not agreeing with your definition, but explain it.
Wait, hold up. Let me just
What?
real quick find the timestamp because you're just like blatantly lying now. Wait, Arky. Wait, can anyone hear Archimedes? I cannot hear. Tomas, can you hear? Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, hold up.
You guys want to replay it or have a vote or
lying.
what?
I don't like niggers. I don't like
Right, no, hold up. You're just blatantly lying. Hold up. Let me, dude, stop fucking interrupting me, you dumb bitch. Let me play the fucking
Idiot!
timestamp.
I'm not done.
I don't care if you have a loud ass fucking mic.
I'm not done.
Oh my gosh,
I'm
shut the
not
fuck up.
done.
Let me play
Defunct.
the timestamp.
Tell him to stop spurging on me. Tell him to stop interrupting me. Mm-hmm. No, hear me out. Dysfunct.
Bro,
That's free.
just like moderate.
Yeah, Dysfunct, you can moderate since you have a louder mic than both of us, but like he keeps interrupting me and he keeps spurging on me. Look at Archimedes. That's a dude named Doffy. Look at
Yeah, hey yo, Doofy, you wanna see a magic trick, nigga?
look at
But we are gonna the video.
Bend his ass first, nigga. Yes, sir.
But anyway, yeah.
Hold up, Archie,
Dysfunct, I'm sure you can hear this. He keeps complaining about me loud, but keeps interrupting me at the same time.
Okay,
And I'm on.
Yeetus, if you don't want him to like, you gonna have to let him talk, right? But Archie, same thing with you, right? You gotta let Yeetus talk since you know he got a lower mic than yours, right? So you.
Yeah, I know for sure. I completely understand his struggle because I was on like phone for like 7 months. But I'm just saying to him, right? I'm on push to talk. I'm not interrupting him. You can say his full point when I'm done.
Before you guys continue really quick, I sent the time.
He sent the time. Let me. Okay.
We know.
Archie.
So anyways, I'm gonna finish now since Dysfunct clarified. Thank you. Here.
Can I just play
So
this
anyways,
one more time so I can show you what I'm
no
talking
one
about?
cares. Stop having a mental
Wait, no one
breakdown.
cares
Stop
about
having a
this.
mental breakdown.
You're literally trying to lie about.
Yeetus, we don't care. Yeetus, shut up.
Care
Okay? You keep
what?
interrupting me. I wasn't done.
Alright, what are you trying
So
to
don't
say?
interrupt me.
Alright, what do you
Right?
want to say?
Thank you. Right. So basically, right. What I'm trying to say is, right. You can say, right. You can say you disagree now, right. You can say you reclarified, but in the thing you said, oh, I don't exactly agree, but I agree. Right? That doesn't work that way. It's not how it works, Yeetus. You have to think. Right, Yeetus? You did say that. So if you don't mean it by that anymore, Yeetus, you can say that. But that's what you said. Go on, speak.
You're literally okay, Archie, can I speak now for a second?
I just said speak, you deaf bat.
Okay.
Go on.
Sure. Okay, so now what I'm saying is I literally said I am not agreeing to your definition. So we can play the recording one more time and everybody be quiet. I will play it one more time and just tell me if you hear.
Okay.
Right. Somebody unserver me, Groovy.
No, I can't unserve and mute it, so you gonna have to like drag it out and then like bring it back up here and
Yeah, play it again.
Like drag it to general and I'll unserve and mute it. Thank you. So let me just drag this bitch real quick. General on mute. No, bring it back.
Being with its negation. I'll repeat myself for the VC. Interacting with its negation or being its negation. Do you understand that?
Okay, so first off, I don't really get why I would accept your definition for a metaphysical contradiction, but like, why don't we just we could call this whatever, right? It's just the definition that matters. It's not whatever, like the word that matters, but like, let's just say we call this like some random ass thing. Like, why would this be impossible anyway? Why would this definition?
I think anything that entails this contradiction, a logical contradiction, which
stop the recording. We just heard it again.
Register impossible.
Okay. So first off,
I said wait. No. I said stop the
because again, like
because.
Okay, wait. Chill.
Yeah, don't move him down.
Why are you interrupting the fucking recording? Do you like what? Dude, why are you interrupting the fucking? No, what I said is that I said that I didn't agree. I didn't agree. What I meant by
exactly, meaning that's all we had to get.
I said that I didn't agree.
Exactly, so that's all we had to get from it. That's all we had to get. Anyways.
When somebody's server muted me, he's not letting me fucking speak.
Because I wasn't. No, it's just that you keep wanting to talk. Keep speaking.
Stop talking over him. And also, I can't mute movies. I don't got perms.
Oh my gosh. I literally. Okay, you're trying to fucking rat now because you're a fucking ratty kid. No, somebody fucking mute him. Somebody mute him. Somebody mute him.
I'm not talking over you. I'm not talking.
Okay, so what I was saying is I literally said during the debate, I literally said I don't know why I would accept this definition, and then later I said I'm fine with this, and then right after that I literally said, but I'm not fine with accepting the definition. I'm just saying if that's what you meant, I would like you to clarify it. I'm saying if that's what you meant, then like you could mean that, but why would I accept this? Okay, like I don't get why you're trying to be a ratty bitch.
Ooh, big man. Are you done having a mental breakdown in front of the VC after being off your antidepressants?
Bro, calm down and just fucking respond to Archimedes.
This dude's off of this mental depressants. He's literally off of the freaking whack.
Holy shit. Alright, so listen. You said, you gave your thoughts on what you thought you said. Now I'm gonna let Archimedes respond, since you guys can't really let each other take turns, and you guys are kind of like acting like kids right now. So I'm gonna unmute Archimedes, and he's gonna give his refutation to what you just said. So Archimedes, go.
Facts. But you said, right? You claimed, oh, I'm fine with accepting this, but I'm not fine with accepting this. During the context and given the context, right? You said to me, oh, well, if this is what you mean by it, I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this, but I'm not fine with accepting it. You said you're fine with this definition and accepting it, but you're not fine with this definition and accepting it. You tried to twist the context around and say, oh, no. I only said I'm fine with you having this definition.
Have you guys still not decided on the topic? Or?
No, we decided on the topic. Now he's just deciding on like some semantical definition because he's getting beat up. Right?
So,
but basically.
Should I ping for it? Or?
Yeah, for sure. You can ping for it.
All right, Moise, you could. Yeah.
We're cool. But basically, Yeetus, right? You can't just say this definition. I'm fine with accepting it, but not fine with accepting it, which is what I said. If you stuttered, if you had some type of thing to do, whatever, right? Because I know you misword a lot. That's fine. You can do that, right? I'm saying it's fine. I'm not going to hold you to that. I'm not going to hold you to that. You can take it back and ask me to prove it again, because I can easily do that, right? But what I'm saying to you is that you can't take that back. You can't have this and that, right? You have to accept something. You have to be decisive, right, Yeetus? Just that you gotta think sometimes, right? Just go for it. Do you, bro?
Okay, I'm gonna mute him now.
Mm-hmm.
Go. Why'd he leave? Fuck. Alright, go.
That's what he. But okay, so at that point, the context was we were arguing over whether he said that a metaphysical contradiction was something being itself and its negation, or interacting with its negation, right? So then I said, right after that, well, if that's what you meant by that, then that's what you can mean. Like, what I meant is that I'm not going to hold him to a definition that he doesn't mean. So sure, if he wants to make this his definition, then he can do that. But then I said right after that, that doesn't mean I'm actually accepting his definition. That doesn't mean I'm saying that I agree with it. I'm just saying that if that's what he means by his definition, I'm not going to strawman him. And then instead you try strawmanning me because you're a rat. I literally tried not ratting because I didn't want to, have a ratty debate. I wanted to actually see who's better. I wanted to, be a nice guy, but instead you just have to take it, be a fucking rat, and just lie. Okay, no, let me fucking finish, Archie. I clearly said, Mute him. Let me fucking finish. I clearly said in the debate, that I do not agree with his fucking definition. I literally said, you could blatantly hear that I said I do not agree with your definition. I said if that's what you mean by it, then that's what you can mean. But I do not agree with that definition. Right? Just because I say if you can mean something doesn't mean I'm agreeing with it. I'm just saying, sure, if that's what you mean, then that's what you mean. Because I'm not going to hold you to something you don't mean. Right? I clearly said I do not agree with it. Right? I asked you to prove it right after. So if you're going to, even if I did say that, which I didn't, you bitch, okay? So if you want to, try to fucking prove it, go ahead, but I don't think you're going to be able to because you're ass. You're not good. All you fucking do is
damn, this nigga.
You don't have to skirt. Holy shit.
All right, Archie, you're unmuted. Archie, go ahead. Archie, don't. What happened? Where's Archie?
I don't want to hear that no more.
All right, turn your mic down. Chill.
So first off, you just shut your mouth before I get the back on you, okay? First off, you tried to say, right? I don't know. Again, I don't know if you're off your like antidepressants. If your mother like beat you with another metal hanger again, because I know last time in VC she interrupted you and did, which is okay. That's okay. Fight back, you just remember. But you know, you said that with a lot of like hatred in your voice. Right?
Bro, can you guys actually just fucking debate? Nobody cares about your beat.
No. Because he said to me, right? He said to me, I'm a bratty little bitch. Okay, that's fine. You can say that, right? But again, this doesn't change your point, Yeetus, right? You still failed, right? At the end of the day, you still accepted it while not accepting it. You just proved my point even more. And you spurging on me, trying to be a little ape while I'm muted because I know you can't pack back when I'm not unmuted, right? That just proves my point even more. You're a little ape. No one cares about you. You're a little spurgy little moron, little brat, right? Who can't have his daddy Daniel or Tomas or anyone to help him, so he tries to fight back on his own but can't. Right? So here's what I want you to do, right? Right, son, listen. This is what I want you to do, Yeetus. I want you to take a deep breather, do some deep breaths. Okay, it's okay. Come back to me. And then after that, you can, hold on, Moise. And then after that, you can come back to me. And then you can fight back. There you go.
Hey, hold
on. Go for it.
Hey, I feel like this is starting off on the wrong foot. This is not a pack match. This is a debate. Everyone's here to like see an entertaining debate, right? Between two very good debaters. So can you guys please like cut off the spurging and stop like insulting each other? Please, thank you.
Like nobody cares about your fucking third-year fucking debate.
Y'all can spurg after the debate. Y'all can do that if y'all want to spurg on each other after the debate. I'll allow that, but.
I clearly said I didn't agree with the definition, so we can just continue instead of, spurging, because you're just repeating my jokes and you're just not funny at all, so I don't really see the point in it. But anyway, yeah, we can finish. But just real quick, why did your mom get beat up by a pack of
shit, nobody cares. You're not funny.
Yes, bro.
You guys are not funny. Just fucking finish your fucking IRL shitty debate. Nobody cares.
Go.
All right, anyway, try proving it. Go ahead.
What'd you say? You cut out. Say it again.
Oh, I said
anyways.
Oh my god.
No. Anyways, right?
Just go.
At him. Speaking at him. Right? So basically, Yeetus.
Your mic's cutting out again, Archie.
Oh, for sure. Hold up. Is it good now?
Archie, okay, I'm saying prove it. Why should I accept your definition?
It's cutting out again. It's still cutting out. Like it's
cutting out.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Okay, I'm just asking you to justify what you're asserting.
Good now? Is it good now?
It's still like
it's fine.
Am I the only one?
What?
Maybe it's fine. It's fine, Archie. It's fine. Just turn it down.
Okay, so they can hear me just fine. So, anyways, right? Yeetus, I already did. You already admitted it. So stop running around the bush trying to give your stop packs that you got from Trunk's pseudo pack Bible or something, right? Stop trying to pack me and fight back.
What did I admit?
My niggas muted that. So you guys just can't act like fucking adults and actually finish a debate. You niggas just about to spurg for no reason at all. Like none of you guys are really funny. Just finish your fucking debate. Then you guys can spurg after. So I'm pretty sure people are really listening to you guys debate. So just
That's fine. I'm literally saying.
Yeah, for sure. I'm already saying, right?
Holy shit.
I'm just.
We already went over this. We already went over this.
Wait, I'm not even. Okay, just chill.
No one is spurging. No one is spurging at you. No one is spurging at you.
Archie.
No one is spurging at you.
Stop interrupting me.
I'm not interrupting you because I was talking first. You can be quiet now.
You just interrupted me.
No, I didn't. You were talking. You weren't talking.
Okay,
you weren't
go,
talking.
Listen, go. Okay.
Okay.
Go. Yeetus, where you going or is he going? I don't know.
I mean, I'm just trying to ask him, right? I didn't accept your definition being impossible, so just justify it. No more spurging, just justify it.
Was that in the recording?
Yeah, I literally said in the recording. People can hear. We could literally play it again.
Okay,
no, we already did, bro. We're not watching the recording
Archie, what's
again,
your
bro.
response to that? I'm gonna mute him. Speak.
Stop muting me as if I'm interrupting him. I'm not doing nothing to him. No one's packing him.
Interrupting him.
He was interrupting me because I was talking first. I was explaining to him and proving my burden of proof. He was just interrupting, wanting to get the last pack off.
Respond to him, please.
Okay. So the thing is, right?
What he said.
We already went through the Moise. We already went through the recording. He said he accepts it, but he doesn't. He said he's fine with it, but he doesn't accept it. So again, you just answer the question. Stop stonewalling. Are you just changing your mind? Do you want me to prove it again?
Am I changing my mind? I mean,
Do you just want me to prove it again, bro?
prove it again? I don't think you proved it in the first
Do you want
place.
me to prove it? Yes or no?
I would like you to prove that your definition impossible.
Okay,
Yes.
so you want
Okay,
to prove it, right?
perfect.
All right,
Thank you. Finally, it's not that hard, right? So sure, I can spot out my definition again. Here we go.
And explain why this entails
Right.
impossibility.
Yeah, sure. I'm fine with that.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Hmm. Let me get this for you. Metaphysical contradiction. There we go. Get this for
Where are
you.
you sending it?
Bro, where I've been sending all the rest of my stuff. What are you talking about?
Yeah, where are you sending it? Oh, scan?
Scans, bro.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
Sure. I'll be waiting. Let me get this for you. Alright. Here you go. I sent this. You asked me to prove why this means it's impossible.
Wait, let me check scans. This is not what you sent last time, but sure,
This
let's
is what
just
I sent last time.
Alright, the principle of contradiction expresses metaphysical and logical opposition between being and its negation. It is concisely expressed by Aristotle. A thing cannot at the same time be and not be. The same attribute cannot at the same time belong and not belong. Same subject in the same respect. Formulated in the logical order, it asserts that it is impossible to affirm and at the same time deny the same predicate of the same subject. So yeah, so Archimedes, right?
Mhm.
I don't get that first off, that definition is just saying that something metaphysically cannot be, right, itself in its negation. So what it's saying is that basically, like, I cannot be Yeetus and Archimedes simultaneously, right? I cannot be like red and blue simultaneously. That's just metaphysically impossible. And I agree that like the essence of something being itself and its negation simultaneously is impossible. But what I'm asking you to prove is that something causally interacting with its negation is impossible. This definition does not address metaphysical causal interaction, right? So that's what I'm asking you to justify, and I don't think you're fulfilling that burden. You're just repeating yourself. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Okay, so please justify that.
Okay, so first off, we already went over in the recording, right? What I actually mean by that and what I mean, right? It's being what and interacting, not just that, right? We already went over that, right? You can semantically rack if you want, but I already like explained to you what it actually is. So regardless, it doesn't actually matter, right? And then overall, right? You can say, right? What do you want, bro? Why do you keep interrupting me? Why do you want to constantly talk?
No, I'm just confused. If you mean something, why do you send like a definition?
What do you mean? You understand what I mean? Let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk.
Your definition.
Shut up.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Thank you. Like, Yeetus, stop talking, right? And the thing is, right? It doesn't matter. You can say, "Oh, why did your definition not say this?" Fine. Look at this. Look at that. Look. Everyone, look at scans. Boom. Definition deleted. I can restate it and mean something else. Like, it doesn't matter. Your semantical racking is not gonna get you anywhere.
All right. What's your definition?
Now the thing is, being
so
something and being the negation of something, or interacting with the negation of something.
Okay, why is interacting with the negation of something?
That's
okay,
what I define as a mental.
Okay, so why is that definition entail impossibility? Why does that definition mean that this is metaphysically impossible? Explain that, please.
Something being metaphysically possible just means that like it is metaphysically like consistent. A metaphysical contradiction and metaphysically consistent. That just means it's like lines up. It doesn't entail falsity.
Okay, what do you take? Okay, wait, that doesn't make sense. What do you take?
What do you mean it doesn't make sense?
What do you mean by finish? Let Yeetus finish. Let Yeetus finish.
You're
Go ahead.
You're saying something is metaphysically possible if it's metaphysically consistent or some shit. I'm asking, what do you take possibility to be?
I take possibility to be something that isn't a metaphysical possibility to be something that isn't like a falsity.
So that is not impossible. A possibility is something that is not impossible, correct?
Yeah, that's something that doesn't entail falsity.
Okay. So why does your definition of something or just your definition of a metaphysical impossibility, meaning something interacting with its negation, that's what your definition is. Why should I accept this, and why does this entail an impossibility?
Yeah, in virtue of what do you mean this?
What do you mean in virtue of what?
In
I'm just
virtue of what do you mean it entails something?
Like, okay, why does your definition, why does something being itself and its why does something like interacting with its negation, why is that impossible? That's what I'm asking. I'm just asking.
Yeah, in virtue of what? What do you mean? In virtue of what? Which reasoning would I give for that? In virtue of what, bro?
Just why? What do you mean? Use like logic.
What do you mean? You can say something, Yeetus. You can say something is metaphysically impossible in many ways, and you can give reasoning in multiple ways. But you have to list out in virtue of what would this be the case. In virtue of what would you want me to give reasoning for it?
What law of logic does this violate? Is this like saying P and not P? Because a contradiction should be P and not P. So what about saying something interacting with its negation is the essence of something is P and not P? Right?
So in virtue of the laws of logic. Is that what you mean? Speak up.
Wait, in virtue of the laws of logic, you say it's a contradiction.
I'm saying in virtue of that, speak up and answer the question.
In virtue of laws of logic, just any way to prove that it's impossible. I'm just
any way that just doesn't list out like in virtue of what?
Why would it be impossible?
Any reason? Okay, I think it's impossible because something interacting with its negation, right? The definition of like immaterial or something like that would mean that it's not coming in contact to something.
Why?
And the definition, that's what the definition of like immaterial is.
Okay, so why is causality necessarily physical? Like, why does it necessarily...
Why is causality, right? Causally interacting with something. Causally interacting with something just means the action of cause and effect.
Sure. Okay, so why...
Okay, so if that's the case, something would need to cause, right? It would have to create something.
Okay, not, I mean...
So unless you're saying something can't, unless you're saying something can come, unless you're saying, hold on, unless you're saying something can come from nothing. I'm not done, no, because I'm not done. So unless you're saying something can come from nothing.
I'm not saying something is coming from nothing.
I'm not done, Yeetus. What is wrong with you?
You're strawmanning.
Okay, Simoes. Okay, Simoes. You're just not gonna
strawmanning.
Simoes, you're just not gonna say anything.
Yeetus, stop putting him off. I have to fucking look at
Sure, I mean, he's just strawmanning me, but sure.
I don't care.
Let him finish and just say he's strawmanning you. What?
Thank you.
As soon as actually let people take turns.
Moise, I'm letting him take a turn. I'm not interrupting him. He just doesn't know how to talk.
Go ahead.
So the thing is, right? Something immaterial, right? It's just cause and effect, right? Causally causing and affecting something. It's just what causal means. It's just cause and effect, right? If you're asking why can it be physical, right? Something immaterially causing something, right, would just mean that it's coming from nothing. Because at that point, that immaterial thing, right, it would have to, there have to be some type of material essence to interact, right? Because there's a conversion process. This is what we take as being physics, right? There's a conversion process, and then there's a creating process. There can't be a conversion process because obviously you're addressing something to be immaterial, and there can't be a creating process because it'd have to come from something. A material property, a property that's material would have to come from something else that's material because it can't be created from nothing. So if that's the case, right? I'm not done. So if that's the case, then the supposed conversion process and the supposed creational process cannot be created at all, right? And this baseline of reasoning works. Right? We know this for a fact works because we have the laws of thermodynamics. Actually, we have the laws. Really, any law of physics can attest to this. Physics make things that are empirical.
Okay, so you first of all, if you made like a bunch of assertions there, I might ask you to repeat some stuff after I'm done with this, but I don't really get how that addresses what I'm asking. I'm just asking why is this impossible, and you're saying, oh well, something can't come from nothing. First of all, we're not talking about something coming from nothing, right? That's not like that. That's literally, we're not talking about something being caused by literally nothing. Something can be immaterial and have other attributes, like for instance, God, right? And also, I'm not affirming in this debate that God exists. I'm just saying hypothetically, God would be a being that's immaterial, but also has other attributes, right?
Is Tamaki still here?
Yeah, I think so. Anyway.
Where is he?
Anyway.
No, he left. No, he's here.
Yeah, he's here.
Go on.
Okay, anyway, so, so first off, again, we're talking about an immaterial, like causing a material. This immaterial could have other attributes, so I don't get how that's something being caused by nothing, right? Because there are other attributes in play there. So, and also you're affirming that something coming from nothing is impossible. Why would this be impossible? You haven't even given an argument for that. You're just like asserting it. So why would something coming from nothing be impossible?
Well, I never said that it was impossible. No one affirmed that. That's just a straw man. Yeetus, I'm not done. I'm not done. Thank you. I'm not done. Shut up.
Okay, go
Thank
ahead.
you.
Go
now
ahead.
the thing is, right? That's what I'm doing. You sped. Now, basically, right? Basically, it doesn't really necessarily matter. Because the thing is, right?
Doesn't matter.
I never said. That doesn't matter because I never said it was impossible. I never said something coming from nothing is impossible. What I'm saying is that'd be the same as. No. I never said it is or isn't. If you're gonna assert that it is possible, okay, base reasoning for that.
Okay,
right?
so you're.
But I'm not affirming anything.
Okay, so you're on the.
So the thing is, shut up. Why do you keep speaking while I'm speaking?
Because again,
do you have some type of impulsive disorder or something that you need to get checked out?
So I don't want.
Yeah. So shut up.
I don't want you to go.
Be quiet. I'm not done.
Without addressing.
Am I done?
Okay. Go.
Say W.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Just go ahead. Just go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. So basically, right? I never said that. I never said it was impossible. Right? You can do whatever you want. You can try to say that. I never said that. That's just the basic thing of it. Now, regarding why I brought in physics is just simply saying that, like, you asked to give any reasoning, and I gave reasoning. I explained to you why this is like a contradiction, right? This is a contradiction to have something immaterial cause something material or convert into something material. Obviously, you can't convert into something material because it wouldn't have those material properties. That's one baseline of reasoning. Another baseline of reasoning has far the creational process. What do you mean why? What do you mean why?
Okay, so
I answered why. I said because it doesn't have material properties. No, I'm not going to let you do anything because I'm not done talking. No, because I'm not done talking.
But you said
no, because I'm not done talking. Yeah, I said something and I wasn't done saying something. No, I'm not talking. Or I'm not done talking, at least.
Yo. Archie, if you're gonna
Tomas, I'm not shotgunning.
I'm not giving arguments, bro. I'm just saying, bro.
Okay.
I'm just saying, Archie, don't give 10 points at a time, bro. It's gonna go nowhere. Where did he go?
I don't fucking know.
Where did he go?
Someone just muted me. What the heck? Who muted me?
Do you guys want to move down to VC? Because like we can't really check auto log to see who's muting and moving.
Oh my god, that's so annoying.
Just go down to normal VC so we can tell who's doing it.
Okay.
What the?
Things cannot produce immaterialistic things cannot convert to something material. Conversion is matter of creating conversion is matter transferring into something else. How can it matter? How can it matter if it's immaterial?
Wait. Hold
It
up. Why is
does not matter.
causality?
That's
Wait,
what
why?
that's what reasoning
Why,
is. I
why is
gave a
causality?
baseline of reasoning, just as you said.
Okay,
So
why is
shut up.
causality
And
converting
the
into
fact of
something
the matter
else?
is, and the fact of the matter is,
I'm just
right?
confused.
You
Why
just
is
shut up.
causality?
I'm done.
Okay, but you said
I'm
something, so I'm just
not done. Not finish.
I'm just confused what you mean by that.
Bro, someone server mute him.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
I'll go on mute. You can go ahead.
Yeah, be quiet. Thank you. Right, you said to give a baseline of reasoning, and I gave this reasoning. You're just being dumb at this point, Yeetus, and you're being an idiot. You keep saying, right? You keep saying, oh, well, what's it called? Sorry, I'm looking at chat. You keep saying, right, that you keep saying that like, oh, this isn't reasoning. You haven't given me reasoning for why it's not reasoning. You keep saying, oh, this isn't gonna justify anything, but that doesn't make sense. Right? You asked to give any type of, as to in virtue of what would this reasoning be given, and you said, oh, give any type of reasoning, I don't care. Right? So I gave this reasoning. You can't just say, oh, you can give.
Hold on.
I moved myself. That's my fault. But basically, right? You can't just say, "Oh, you can give any type of reasoning," and just ignore my reasoning. That doesn't make any sense, right? Accept my reasoning since I gave a baseline of reasoning.
Right.
Unless you can spot some type of logical inconsistency with this reasoning, right?
Okay, so
and to address your other contention, because you gave multiple contentions at once, right?
No, what I
You tried to say to me, right, that this creational process doesn't matter and why. Right, I gave baseline reasoning that a creation process, the properties of one thing is being moved down. You asked, "Oh, well, why is this the case?" Well, I gave reasoning for why this is the case. You can't just say you can't just say, right? Let's give an analogy. You can't just say, "Oh, with the water I put the water bottle in this bottle because I wanted to." Why did you want to? Because it looks cool. Why did you want to do that? You can't just constantly go down this process. That's called being semantical, Yeetus, right? And I think the VC can attest to this. Right? You can't be semantical with me now.
What? Anyway,
So regardless, all you have now, all you're forced to do now is just accept my reasoning. Since I just did what you said and I gave a baseline of reasoning.
All right, Arky. I'm just asking you. Wait, hold up. Okay, first off, I don't get why I would have to accept your reasoning. And also what I'm saying, Arky, is I'm basically just asking you for some reason why your definition, which I haven't accepted. First of all, I asked you why I should accept it, and then I said, why would this be a contradiction? Why would this be impossible? We agreed that something impossible is something that is not possible, right? That's just the definition so that you don't rat, right? And I'm just asking you, why would this be impossible? And you're just saying, oh, well, it's impossible because X can't happen, right? That's like me saying X is impossible, or X can't happen because X can't happen. So why can't X happen? Why can't an immaterial cause a material? Also, you said some shit about conversion. Like, why the fuck do you think causality is just conversion? Why is causality only physical, and why is causality only like this conversion process? I don't even know how that applies to causality. If like
sorry, done.
If me being okay, so if my parents caused me to exist, right? How does that what type of conversion does that have? Like, are my parents converting into me? Like, no. I mean, I'm just saying, where's the conversion? I'm just asking you why this would be impossible for these two things to causally interact, and you're not really giving me a reason or an answer.
Well, I feel like you're a bit being a circular and you're just repeating yourself. I gave reasoning behind it. You're saying to me, yes at all, because you're saying to me, why is this the case? When I answered, why is this the case?
No,
you explained to me, you asked me why causality has to do with conversion and stuff like that. So I gave a basic definition of causality, which would just be causing something, an effect producing.
Okay, so
right now you're saying, oh, well, I'm just gonna keep asking why. That's what you're doing. You're just constantly asking, why is this? Why is that? But I gave reasoning. You asked me, the only thing I had to do was give reasoning. That's the only thing I had to do was give reasoning. You asked me, just give a baseline of reasoning, so I did that.
Why is
that's all I did, right? That's literally all I did.
Why would I? Why would I accept your definition? Like again, you gave
Definition of what?
Okay, so you gave you gave a definition of causality, which I steel man last time in the
No,
debate. I don't know.
wait, no. You said you agreed to the causality in this instance.
The archy. I didn't hear you say shit about conversion, but again,
you did hear me say about conversion because you responded to it.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Right? Okay, if you want to say that conversion is like a type, okay, if for some reason you think conversion is like a type of causality, even if I were to accept that, that again doesn't defeat it, because we're talking about causality in general, right? So there can be types of causality other than conversion, even if I were to accept your definition. So
I never said conversion was the only type.
Okay, that's fine. So why? Okay,
so that means what you're saying is irrelevant.
Okay. So why is there no type of causality in which an immaterial thing causally interact with a material?
Well, so basically, right, in causality, I just listed it as being a cause and effect. In causality, if something immaterial were to cause something material, right, that'd be basically stripping the properties, right? Because like an immaterial thing, if it creates something, it has to have those properties. How can a material thing have the properties of something immaterial? Right? You'd just be saying that something would be immaterial while being material, which would obviously entail a contradiction. Okay, and we can go past the laws of logic, we can go past all you want, but it wouldn't matter. So overall, Yeetus, why would that present a contradiction? Because it contradicts the law of what's it called? I think it's called the law of excluded. I don't know. I don't study this.
Okay, wait. Why?
I think it entails the law of.
Why does it break the law of excluded middle?
Because you're saying you can be this while being that. The law of excluded middle states that there's no gray area between that. There's only this and that.
That's fine. So you're saying you can't be this while being that. I'm not saying that you.
But you just asked me why is it a contradiction for something to be immaterial while being material?
Causally interact. Okay, dude, hold on.
Yeah, and I'm answering that, you idiot.
Dude. You just said I asked you to justify that, and you literally said, well, this is wait, hold up, sorry, somebody. Okay, so you basically just said this is impossible. Right? Because it can't happen. No. You said this is
That's not what I said. That's a straw man. I said it's impossible. No, I'm not going to let you finish since you're the one who interrupted me first, right? You're the one who interrupted me first. You interrupted me first, right? What I said, right?
Oh my gosh. You said go. So are you going to let me speak? Okay, so...
Definitely moved by it. But it doesn't matter, right? Because you said to me... You
told me to go,
right?
And now you're not letting me speak.
No, you strum it. I never said go.
Yeah, you literally said go. Like
no one said go. No, I did say go.
Yeah, you did. So
Moise, did I ever say go to him?
What?
Moise, did I ever say go to him? He's claiming that I said go.
Just say what you want to say, and I'll respond after, because this is just really...
All right, how about this, right? We can give our conclusions.
Wait, what? No.
We can give our... What do you mean, no? Well, just give our conclusions, record, right? And then after that, we can have Aristotle judge who won.
No, because I don't think we've finished yet.
Finish what? You don't have any argumentation to progress because you're on the refutive stance. So it wouldn't affect you in any way. All you're doing is refuting Yeetus, so it's not gonna affect you at all, right? This entire thing's like I already know because Aristotle already knows my. Okay, just go on, right?
Archie. Okay, so again, what is your argument? Like, you just repeat it.
I already explained my argument to you. I explained it in 3 different ways. What more ways there to explain?
Hold up, explain it one more time because I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll explain it to you since you're deaf. My argument is that, okay, you have something material, we have something immaterial. First off, we can go off one of its processes of causing and affecting something, conversion process. Now, this conversion process can't work because something material would have to convert into another different thing that's material. The immaterial of it can't convert into anything that's material because something it's converting into would have to have the same properties. It doesn't have the same properties if it's immaterial and material. And we've already explained that, because it'd have to be immaterial. And we've already explained that because it'd have to be immaterial while being material.
You just asserted something. You see? Okay, wait.
What did I assert?
You made the assertion that something can't convert because there's different properties. So why can't it convert? Right?
Because it had to be something different from itself while being itself, which
why?
contradicts what the law of identity
Why?
is.
Okay,
What do you
why?
mean, why? Just explain that.
Oh, okay. So you're saying it can't. Okay, just because something. Okay, again, just because something can't be itself and its negation doesn't necessarily mean something can't convert into its negation, does it? I mean, can you prove that?
What are you talking about? Say that again?
Okay. So you said that this thing conversion is basically something converting into, something else. So why would something converting into its negation make it impossible? Because okay, so
I never
just
said
I agree.
converting
Okay,
into
no,
its negation. You're completely ignoring what I said. What I said was, right, it's
what are you saying?
impossible because in order for something conversion is when something converts into something else within its own properties. For example,
Okay,
you can have energy
why?
energy
Wait, why is
converting,
that? Why
right?
is that? Why
Because
is
that's
that?
what I mean by conversion. That's what the
Okay, but
conversion
why
process
again?
is.
Okay,
How are you
so
finna say something but not understand what it all means? Do you even
okay,
understand what
so
conversion
why
is?
why would I accept that definition for causality? Why would I accept that that's a
A causality. I'm not defining causality. I'm defining freaking conversion.
Okay. So again, you're saying conversion is a type of causality, right?
No, I'm not. I'm saying
Okay,
that's a
then
type
what do
of
you? Okay, then
process. I'm
why
not
is this
saying there is
relevant?
no different type of
So
causality.
okay, so it's a process of causality. Okay, so why would I accept your definition of like what this causality is of this
What
process?
What are you
As in this
talking about?
process.
Why?
Okay, wait. What do you mean by the conversion form of causality? Why
Oh
would
my gosh! I literally just said this like 5
why would I
times.
accept it? Why would I accept
Why
it?
would you accept it? Why would you not accept it? In order for you not to accept
What?
something, you have to point out a falsity.
No, I'm just
What
asking.
falsity is there?
That's
What
not
falsity
true.
is
You're
there?
trying to switch the burden.
Not true. Not true.
No,
Then
that's
what's
not
true
true.
about it? Explain to me why I need your acceptance in order for this to be case.
Okay, why
Why do I
is
need
this
your
a
acceptance?
Okay, so Arky, what you're basically doing is just defining something as the same thing we're literally debating and then saying, okay, therefore it's impossible.
No,
You're
I'm
literally
not, because we're talking.
Okay.
We're
Can you let
talking
me
about why
finish?
something can't
Can you let me
interact.
finish?
I gave
Can you
a
let me
baseline of reasoning.
Can you
So
let
right
me
now, Yeetus, you need to give reasoning for why I should have your acceptance. Why should I have your acceptance, Yeetus? Go on. Someone server muted him.
Bruh, who the fuck server muted me anyway?
Check audit logs.
Okay,
We're in VC, so you can do that now.
Are you basing this off of the laws of physics, like the laws of logic? Like, what are you basing this conversion?
Okay, so good. So now you're moving on.
Hold on. If it was a nigga named Goat, hold on.
Goat. That was the dude.
Okay, perfect. But
I took his rose. Go ahead.
Yeah, good, Zay. But anyways, to finish, are you just saying in virtue of what? Are you just moving on now and saying in virtue of what? Wait, what are you doing? What are you trying to do here?
Wait, what? I'm not moving on to anything. I'm just asking.
Okay, so that means we can go on and maintain the same point.
I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm asking you why do I need your acceptance?
Wait, because if you're gonna affirm that this is like a process of causality, I'm asking you to justify it, right? Because
affirming this is a process, I already did justify it. I gave a baseline of reasoning. You said I can give a reasoning of any kind, and it doesn't matter in virtue of what. I asked you in virtue of what, you said fine. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I said give some reasoning that is valid, right?
Exactly. That means if it's not, are you saying it's not valid?
Okay, if you give some, well, I'm not saying anything. I'm asking you to justify why it is.
Okay,
valid.
so if you're not saying anything, why should I need to give a refutation?
I'm asking you to justify.
I didn't need your acceptance if you're not saying anything.
Hey, chill. They let me moderate. He's just asking you to justify that.
I don't care, Tomas. I'm not letting you moderate. Simple.
Dude, it's
simple. I don't care. Simple. I don't care.
You gotta listen to Archimedes,
bro.
You can moderate, bro.
Simple. I don't care. I'm not letting him. I'm not continuing this if he's moderating. I'm not letting him. Simple.
Nigga, you lost.
Simple. I'm not letting him.
I mean, bro, it's not getting anywhere if you don't let me moderate, bro. Like, I won't
Yes,
get
it
any
is.
point for anything.
I don't care. I'm not letting you moderate. It's simple.
Are you fine with Jutsu moderating?
No, why would I do that? He literally just screamed, "Ha! You lost." Why would I do that?
You guys clearly need a moderator. You've been.
I don't care. I'm not letting you do that. Simple. I'm not letting you. I'm not letting you.
Give me a
Simple.
reason as to why you're not letting me moderate.
Because I don't trust you.
What about Seraph?
I don't trust him either. The only person I'd let honestly moderate would be Daniel, Demi, right? Or someone else, right? I don't trust you guys. Simple.
Damn, that boy
Bruh.
mad. He losing.
Who is this Spurt? Like, who is this interrupting?
I
Be
mean,
quiet.
can somebody just like
Who? Speak again.
Me.
okay, yeah,
Who is me? Say your name.
Me.
Bro, can someone on the staff team mute this nigga, bro? You niggas is useless. Holy shit, bro. I'm not even real staff. I'm not even real staff, and I'm doing more than you niggas, bro. I got this role because I'm Zay. What the fuck is you niggas doing?
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. They keep being hella biased towards you. I don't know why.
Arky, I just
Better
feel like you're
Yeetus
not-
W in chat, but not give a reason. That's hilarious.
I feel like you're just like not addressing what I'm saying like at all.
What am I not addressing? You're just not addressing what I'm saying. Why do I need your acceptance?
First off, okay, so I'm just gonna give you like 3 reasons. So first off, you're saying conversion is like this process of causality. I'm asking you why it's actually a process of causality. And I don't think you've given a reason. You just said, oh, well.
What reason? Fine, I'll explain again. Right? It's a process. It's a process because if you're going to say something, right? If you're going to say a conversion is cause and effect, conversion is causing and affecting something. Conversion is causing and affecting something.
Okay. So also, so Arky.
Ooh, okay, move on.
You just like cut me off again. I don't get why you're not getting muted because you're just constantly cutting me off. But anyway,
I'm not cutting you off. I'm just like calling you out on your dumb crap, right?
Okay.
You asked me to give reasoning for why this is the case. I just gave reasoning. Move on now.
Okay. So even if I were
stop stuttering.
Okay, even if I were to accept your definition, or no. Even if I were to accept that, like, conversion is a type of causality or whatever, that doesn't mean it's the only type. So sure.
I never said it was the only type.
Okay, so first off, I'm not accepting it, but even if I were to accept,
why are you not accepting it?
Okay. Listen. Even if I were to accept that this something interacting with its negation is impossible under conversion, why is conversion the only type of causality? Like,
I never said it was the only type of causality.
So then why does it matter?
It matters because I'm listing out the multiple types of causality to where it'd be impossible. And to address your other point before you strawman me, the reason why, right? Why are you not accepting this? Why are you not accepting this? What logical inconsistency in what I'm saying forces you not to accept it?
Why can't there be other types of causality other than the ones you listed?
I never said that. I just answered you. You keep repeating yourself. I don't know if you're have Alzheimer's or something, but you keep repeating yourself. I already explained to me. I already justified my other reasoning. That'll give a spot out inconsistency. If you're not going to spot out one, then move on. Simple. You can bring something up right now. This is hilarious. This is actually hilarious.
Arky. Basically, okay, so first off, if he interrupts me again, can you guys please mute him? Because it's
go on.
Yeah,
you have the talking stick. Yeah, you have the talking stick. Go ahead.
Okay, so
wait, no, Jutsu, you're not going to because you're not moderated.
Boy, I do what I want. I got permission.
All right, yeah, Moise.
Oh my
hold on, Yeetus.
Oh my
Yeetus, hold on, Moise, are you there? Yeah, Jutsu just claimed that he was just gonna insert me like he's just gonna mute me when he wants or when he feels like it's needed, even though he's not moderating. Just because he has perms.
What I said? What? You're
not gonna mute me either way. You don't have moderating. You're not moderating.
I said I was gonna mute you if you interrupt him.
Yeah, exactly. But you can't do that. You can't do that.
Can we just?
You can't do that. Okay, Moise, he keeps claiming that he can just because he has.
All right, nigga. Hey, just be quiet and continue the debate. It don't matter.
Thank you. Okay, Arky, I'm just asking.
Go for it.
I'm just clarifying. Are you Are you saying that the types of causality you're looking at? Are you affirming that these are the only types of causality?
What types of causality did I spot out other than conversion?
Okay, wait. Sorry, say that again.
What types of causality did I spot out other than conversion?
Okay, so you said you were going to list out numerous types. So I'm saying, are you affirming that the types you're listing out are the only types of causality?
No.
Okay, so you agree that.
But you'd have to give me a. Sorry.
Okay,
but you'd have to give me a reason, like another type of causality, to where this would be logically possible.
No, I don't. Again, that's
yes, you did, or else that'd be like an appeal to ignorance.
Yeah, you're literally okay.
Yeah, so you agree,
bro? Can you guys mute him, please? He's just speaking over me. What the fuck?
Okay,
Bro,
anyway, let
so
me
scared.
moderate, please, bro. Please.
Can somebody please
Yeah, bro, I
fucking
got
mute
you. I
him?
got you. I
Why,
got
like,
you. This. I got
why
you.
am I
This.
not
Fucking
allowed
got
to
you.
Alright,
speak
alright,
here?
Yeah,
nigga,
I'm gonna
alright.
just start
Y'all
moderating.
niggas since like there's just like fucking
Go ahead. Go ahead, Yeetus.
7
Say what you
staff.
got to
Hold
say,
on.
bro.
Hold on.
Dude, please, can somebody
Yeetus,
please let me
Yeetus, say what
There,
you had to say.
please?
Say what you had to say,
bro,
bro.
there's
Go ahead.
like
Okay,
there's like
thank
70
you,
staff in this server, bro. And like
Okay,
you
so
want
you're
like
literally
you
what
want me
is,
to mute
dude?
him?
Dude, can you?
Why are you
Why
so?
are
Why
you
are
trying
you
to
so
mess up
negative
for
though?
me?
Go for it.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, it's
Shut
bomb.
okay.
up,
That's how he keeps on
faggot.
muting himself. Hey, Archie, I'm gonna give
Wait,
you
no,
a mic.
hold on. I'm about to neg a random staff nigga in the VC just for not doing shit. Hold
Please,
on.
can I like say something before I forget what I, bro? Like this is like okay, thank you.
Go
So,
ahead, bro.
okay, you're literally trying to make an argument from ignorance here. Just because I can't list out another type of causality doesn't mean that there aren't any other types of causality, right? So you basically accepted that, like, even if you list out these types of causality, they're not necessarily the only types. So even if you show the problem with, something interacting with its negation under the types of causality you've listed out, which I don't even think you've done that, but even if you were to, you still would agree that there could be other types of causality under which something interacting with its negation is possible. Okay, you basically have conceded. I don't get what else I have to say. Anyway, GG.
Damn. That boy Yeetus.
Bro,
Oh, he's just
so
getting
you two
conceited.
kind of freely like Asta? You go?
Yeah, I'm gonna mute you this real quick.
No, I'm talking about Jutsu. Jutsu not only has
Woman.
perm, so he keeps randomly doing stuff,
Oh,
but he
okay,
keeps like
okay,
interrupting.
Archie,
No,
like,
boy, I muted you when
Yeah,
you was
Asta,
interrupting
perm
my
strip,
dude Yeetus.
Asta,
Nasty
perm
ass boy.
strip,
Shut up, boy.
Asta, perm strip,
okay.
Jutsu
Oh
real
my
quick.
god,
Archie,
Archie, stop being a
Either
bitch
tell him to
and
stop,
respond, bro.
like constantly interrupting or just like
Respond to
shit.
Yo,
me.
Jutsu,
Respond
Jutsu,
to
chill
me.
out. Jutsu,
Respond to me.
Yeetus, shut up before I get to loud micing again. What is wrong with you?
What?
I'm
You
not
telling me to
talking to you
shut
right
up?
now.
You
So,
telling
and
me to
yeah,
shut
shut
up?
up. Yeah, I am. What are you
Your
gonna do
mom
about
had
it?
sex with an actor.
Yeah, shut up before I get the
Introduce
pack and I
you.
go to nasty stuff. I really hit you with a freaking bye bye.
Your
Dumb
mom
stuff.
had sex with a
You really got
fucking
something to focus
actor.
on.
Introduce you dumb bitch.
Yo,
Okay,
talk
bro,
your
both
cash,
of you are muted. I'm
Yeetus,
gonna
flame him,
unmute
boy.
Archie
Yeetus, flame him.
and
Don't let
Archie.
him
Bro,
talk to
shut
you
up,
like
shut
that.
up,
Flame
shut
him.
up, Jutsu, shut up,
Nigga, wasn't
Jutsu.
this voice chat supposed
I'm
to be
gonna
suppressed?
unmute Archie, and Archie's gonna respond to Yeetus' point. Okay, go ahead, bro.
Thank you. So basically, right? You tried to say to me, no, I'm committing an appeal to ignorance because because I'm saying they have to list out. No, that just be a appeal to ignorance on you. You're just switching the blame right now. It's like a burn to proof policy. Because like you're trying to say to me right now, oh, well, there's this other type of version of causality. I just can't name it. I just don't know if it's there. I can't name it, but there is.
Not what I
That's just an
said.
appeal to it. Hey, mute this boy.
That's just
Thank
not
you.
what I said.
Mute this boy. Mute him.
All right, let me meet Yeetus.
Thank you. So basically, right, you keep saying, right, you just, because like, there's this other types. No, just get to the point. No one cares. Yeah, that's just an appeal to ignorance. An appeal to ignorance is when you're trying to say something is the case because of no contrary evidence. You're saying to me, you can claim type of causality just because I don't have any evidence against it. It's not. But you'd have to prove it, list out that there is even a type of causality, and list it out and prove that there is one. And after you prove that there's another one, after I'm done listing all of them, then you have to prove that this is a type. Just like you. Listen, I'm taking your word out of your own book. Just like you are trying to ask me to do that, I'm gonna have to ask you to do that too. You can't just be a hypocrite like that, right?
Alright, I'm not
And
sure.
to address, hey, mute him. I'm not done.
I thought you were done.
I'm not done. Yeah, thank you.
Look,
And
like
afterwards,
you can't
right?
give 10 points at a time,
Tomas, what is wrong with you?
bro. I'm moderating,
you're
bro.
rambling.
No,
bro.
you're not. I'm not rumbling. Just because you guys think it's rambling, it's not. This is part of my
I'm
point.
not saying you're rambling. It's just you're going
Well,
on.
shut
to other
up and let me
points.
do it then.
One point at one
What is
time.
wrong with
Bro. It's
you?
simple.
I'm not done.
You're rumbling.
What more points? What more points are there? More points. What more points? What more points? What multiple points am I saying?
You
What
were
multiple points am I
about to
saying?
bring up another point. That's why
What,
you just.
what other point? What other point? Because that had the same thing to do. That had the same
I
thing
don't know.
to
I
do
don't know what
with my
point
other
you're
thing.
gonna bring
You
up,
don't
but
know,
you're
so
gonna
you
do
don't
it.
know. You're just apparently claiming I was gonna do it, even though you don't know which one. You don't even know if I was gonna bring in another one.
I
You're just
know. I
staring at
know
me.
that you were gonna do it. I just don't know.
Oh, really? Which one then? Which one then?
Just because I don't know which one doesn't mean I didn't know you were gonna.
No,
do
that
it.
just means that you're trying to assume I did.
No.
Hey,
What the
why
word?
are
Oh,
you
okay, then how do you know? Then how do you know I was
Look,
gonna bring
I'm
up
not
the
gonna
one?
debate you, bro.
How
I'm
do you
not
know?
here to
Then
debate you,
shut
bro.
up
I'm
and
not here to
mute
debate you,
then.
bro.
Then mute up and
Okay,
let me go
wait,
against
wait,
Yeetus.
wait.
Let me
Why are you
mute up
dating
then.
Tomas?
So
Okay.
anyways, because he's trying to go against me. Now mute up. Let me finish. Thank you. So anyways, right? What I was saying, right? Right? This wasn't another point. But I was just saying, I already gave reasoning, so you need to give reasoning too. Simple.
Okay, so Arky. First off, I was not committing an appeal to ignorance because I was not affirming anything. Do you know what an argument from ignorance is basically saying?
Oh, Yeetus, hold on. I gotta go soon. Real quick.
Okay, bruh. Okay, just real quick. An argument from ignorance is saying we don't have enough
Yeetus,
evidence.
I can still a little bit hear you on my mic. Shut up. I'm not done. I have to go soon. Thank you.
Wait, what?
Bro, let's me find a dodge again.
Stop trying to give me another thing when I'm have to go. I can't hear you. That's
Bro,
unfair.
you did this. You're doing it again? Oh my god.
Doing what again?
Oh, you leave before I respond to it. You just
No, shut up.
Oh my gosh. Alright, whatever.
What the?
Yo,
Wait, he's
Yeetus,
leaving
how
again?
you doing, bro? What's up, Yeetus?
Wait, so this debate is happening again? What the hell?
I don't
Hold on,
fucking know.
No, he said he had to go somewhere and then he's gonna come back. He said he was gonna be right back.
How is it going?
Like moderating or like?
No, just like in general. Like, how's life?
I mean, it's just Archimedes being retarded. That's what you gotta say.
I don't disagree, but I mean, yeah.
Like, I don't think he's. I don't think
I'm
he
back.
Said, go ahead, bro.
Oh wow, Taco, I'm not here. Unironic. Anyways, right? You trying to say to me? You trying to say to me? Right, Yeetus? What are you trying to say to me?
Oh, what I was saying is that you claimed I was making an appeal to ignorance or an argument from ignorance. I was just. Can you not eat right next to the mic?
Yeah, I'm going on mute. Hold on.
I was just clarifying what an argument from ignorance actually was and just explaining why I wasn't committing one. An argument from ignorance is basically saying we don't have enough evidence for P, therefore not P must be true. What I'm saying is that like you basically already agree. First of all, I'm on like kind of an agnostic position towards what you're saying, and basically you tried affirming, okay, well, it is impossible because these are some types of causality, and under these they are impossible, which I don't even think you've proven. But even if you were to prove that under these certain types of causality, something interacting causally with its negation is impossible, that doesn't mean that this applies to all types of causality, because you also already agreed that there could be other types of causality. I don't have to name them. Again, you would be making an argument from ignorance by saying these are the only types of causality because you can't name any other. Again, that is literally just an argument from ignorance. Because you've already agreed that there could be other, types of causality. So you've basically already conceded. I don't even get why we're still having this debate. Anyway, you can just go ahead. What do you want to say?
That's actually false, right? Like, if you're trying to say, oh, this is the case, even though this is the case until you present other evidence to it for it not being the case, that's called an appeal to ignorance, right? I'm finishing the definition of an appeal to ignorance.
Wait, but I'm not
And it's just so everyone can hear, just so everyone can hear, just so everyone can see, right? Let me send a definition of what it is. What are you talking about? I was on the point, Tomas.
You're sending some shit. You're not.
I don't care.
You're sending something.
Okay,
I was on the point.
Arky, I'm not a.
Was I on it? Was I on it? Yes or no? Was I on it? Yes or no? No, shut up. Who's the moderator? Mute him. Why y'all only muting me when I interrupt, but not him?
Because you were sending something. You weren't.
I'm on the point, and I'm still speaking.
Okay, I didn't affirm.
You did. Shut up. I'm not done.
Okay,
I'm not done.
Hold on.
I don't get why
He is just trying to say that this point is irrelevant because that's not what he said. But you're not letting me speak, bro. Unmute both of them, bro.
All right, cool. Let me.
What? What? Are you serious?
Okay,
Asta, this is what I literally meant about soup, like heck of people like butting in, because it's just bound to happen.
Yeah, what I'm
like they keep
trying to
muting me for no reason.
No,
I don't care because I'm not done.
Okay, you're addressing a point that's not relevant.
I'm not done. I'm not done.
Am
I done? Am I done?
You're just strong.
Oh my god.
Am I done?
Archie, hear him out, okay? Hear him out, please, bro.
Yeah, this debate is not gonna go nowhere, dude.
Yeah, what I'm.
Are you serious, bro?
Oh my god. Okay, Yeetus, just tell him while he's muted, bro. Go ahead.
Archie. What I was saying is basically you're trying to say that I'm committing an appeal to ignorance, an argument from ignorance, because I'm saying, or what an argument from ignorance is like we haven't been presented evidence for not P, therefore P must be true. But I'm not affirming that P must be true. I'm not affirming that it's
Bro.
definitely true. Okay, no, let me finish. I'm not affirming that it's definitely true that there are other types of causality. I'm just saying you basically have already agreed that there could be other types of causality. This shows that your argument isn't deductively true. This shows that your argument doesn't actually prove anything because there could still be other types of causality. Right? Which
When did I agree? When did I agree there could be other types other than the ones that I'm about to list? Other than the ones I'm about to list, when did I do that?
You literally agreed. We could play it in the recording, but you
Play it back. We're gonna play it back.
I heard it. If you want to take it back, that's
I don't
fine.
care. Like, shut up, Tomas.
Dude, you literally agreed.
So, anyways, no, I didn't.
But you can take your word back.
Archimedes is scared for the debate to like progress.
Oh my god. Okay, Asta. I'm not finna. Asta. This is too biased. This is too biased.
Bro,
How was that biased? I said you could.
This is too biased. Asta, this is too biased.
I'm muting everyone. I'm muting
Thank
everyone.
you.
Archie,
I don't think Tomas is
I'm
being
trying
biased.
to
It's
help
like
you.
I think you have some type of like bias towards him.
Shut
Like,
up, bro.
that's
All
what
right,
it
everyone
seems
shut up.
like.
Okay, hold on.
That's why you don't want him to.
I'm trying to do my school project.
Who's
and then
muting
I
me?
just have
Faggot.
I just have like niggas like calling my name constantly. I can't do nothing about this, Archie. I don't know who the fuck's moderating the voice chat. There's like a bunch of people moderating. There's a bunch of
I
people
was moderating, but this dude keeps saying I'm biased, which I don't understand how.
And I think that Yeetus is trying to tell you something that's like really important to like the debate, and that's why they're muting you. So I'm gonna mute both of you. I just unmuted both of y'all. Y'all both can
Oh my
talk.
god. I know, but wait, let me explain, Asta. Can I explain?
Yeah, what's up?
So basically, this is what I think, right? You would agree, because Asta, I know you used to like be into all this, right? You would agree, right? If someone is speaking, right, they give their contentions to what you're saying after you're done, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm trying to say. But Tomas, first off, Jutsu keeps butting in, but I don't know why.
Tomas, let it go
right?
point by point. Just let it go.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. But like, I keep getting. Wait, I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done.
You finished.
I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done.
Tomas, let
Thank you. Thank you. Right? Because I'm not being aggressive with no one. I'm not being aggressive with no one. I'm not doing anything. What I'm doing, right, is that I'm saying, bro, if I'm saying something, if it's that important, you can say that after I'm done giving a point by point. But we got to take this point by point. We can't just be talking over each other, right? That's why you guys got mad at me in the beginning, because I was doing the same thing that Yeetus is doing now. So if you guys are gonna get mad at me for that, you guys have to get mad at Yeetus for that. You can't just say that to me.
You done, bro? Alright, so the reason I kinda interrupted you, right? Well, I didn't interrupt you, it was Yeetus. But basically what happened, right, was that Yeetus said he said something, and then you kind of misinterpreted what he said, and you were attacking a point that he never made, right? And Yeetus spoke up to point that out to you, that you were going to an irrelevant point, and you kind of just spurred over Yeetus. So I muted both of you. I clarified that Yeetus was just saying that you were going to an irrelevant point, and then I let you keep speaking, right?
Yeah, but the problem is, no, Tomas, right? I understand where you're trying to get at, but the problem is, right, when I'm not done, I wasn't done. Like, I understand, right, if he's trying to climb a straw man to him, I understand that, right? But you're supposed to do that after. You're not supposed to interrupt someone while doing that.
My position as a moderator, what I'm trying to do is keep you guys on the topic and keep you guys advancing forward, right? So if you're addressing a point that Yeetus never made, and Yeetus spoke up to tell you this, and you kind of just spoke over him, right? All I'm doing is trying to keep you guys on point, right? There's no reason for you to address something that Yeetus never said.
But I'm saying, I'm trying to make the claim that he did say that, though. Because I think he did.
And he spoke up to tell you that he didn't.
But I think he did.
Well, it's irrelevant
so if he thinks he did, and I think
because he's.
So if he thinks he did, and I think I did, and I think, or if he thinks he didn't, and I think he did, you can't just take Yeetus to decide that he did immediately, right?
Well, okay, so like, let me put it like this, right? If Yeetus speaks up and clarifies his position, right? Even if you interpreted his position to be something different prior, now he's clarifying it. you have no say over what Yeetus' position is, right? That's for him to clarify, right? So that's why his word would be over yours in this.
Well, if that's the case, because he was just trying to say on the specific point regarding an appeal to ignorance, which I think is valid. He was just trying to say that, like, oh, I didn't say this, so therefore it's invalid. Okay, fine, but let me finish and then say that. I just don't like being talked over, right? And
Well,
Yeetus
it's just
doesn't.
I'm trying to keep you guys on point, and you were addressing something that was irrelevant, or Yeetus never said. You were addressing a point that Yeetus
I
never brought up.
understand, but you as moderating, you got to keep it. You got to keep it balanced. And I see
I am.
balance. As,
That's why.
yeah,
I
but
was
I
just
see
trying to keep
balance.
you on
I see
point.
that has right. Not saying I'm spurting over him, because in reality I wasn't. I was just finishing what I was saying.
Hey, look,
He was trying to talk while I was trying to talk.
Okay,
That's
it
what
doesn't
it is.
But you do agree that, like, if Yeetus never said the sky is blue, right, and now you're like debunking the sky being blue, that I should speak up and tell you, like, oh, that's irrelevant to the conversation. Please stay on topic.
Yeah, but it was on topic. He's just trying to be clarifying what he said.
No, because Yeetus never said that. Yeetus never said that there are other immaterial things. He just said that there could be, right?
Yeah,
So
and
what he
I
was
said
off
to him,
topic.
yeah, and I said to him, right, and I'm saying that, okay, if you're going to say, right, there could be this, because he only said there could be, because he's saying if there's not others, then why would there, if they're saying, if he's basically trying to say that, oh, if there's, since there's others, that means you can't prove those are immaterial. But I'm just asking him if there could be these things, and there could be that has nothing to do with the point, and he's committing like a straw man or whatever, because this has nothing to do with it.
I didn't affirm that there were other types of causality.
Then why do I have to focus on that? Then what does that have to do with the point?
Okay,
if you don't
because
have
you
affirm it?
agreed. Okay, listen. If you're trying to say that this is impossible, that means that in no possible world, in no situation would it be possible. If there are types of causality that you're not listing, right, then there would still be possibilities, right? And you basically already agreed that it is.
Wait, say that again. I didn't hear you.
Okay. So for something to be impossible, it has to be impossible in every single possible world. It can't exist in any possible world, meaning there is no way that this thing is possible.
Isn't that only going by modality?
Okay, wait, what? Okay, so anyway, wait, what do you mean by that? What the fuck?
Isn't that like only a definition regarding modality?
Okay, wait, so do you disagree with like possible
I'm just
worlds?
saying, why is it the only type? I'm just saying, why is it the only type of a definition we'd be going off of?
Wait, what do you mean? Why
for
is
something
that
being
the-
impossible?
Look, this is irrelevant. When he says he doesn't
Isn't
have
irrelevant? Oh my god.
worlds, he's
You've
just saying
already
it's impossible.
agreed by impossible. You've already, yeah,
What?
this is irrelevant. Obviously, okay, so a possible world is just like a way I can like let you visualize it. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine. So you agreed an impossibility is something that cannot happen. It's illogical. It's impossible. It is not possible. There is no possible way it can happen. Now, if you're saying that
I never agreed to that.
Okay, that's literally you agreed to that.
No, I
definition of
didn't.
impossible.
No, I didn't.
It's a tautology. It means the same thing.
Yeah,
He's just
okay,
saying
you
an
agreed to-
impossibility is something that can't be possible. I don't know how you're disagreeing with
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Or you never agreed to that.
Oh,
Okay,
okay. No, I get it. I thought he was trying to say like some ratty modality.
No, he's
bullcrap,
not.
right?
He's not. He's just
Okay.
saying
Okay,
something
yeah,
which
so
is
that's what you
impossible is
agreed.
not possible.
So now, I mean, you agreed to the definition of possibility. Anyway, what I'm trying to say, Archimedes, is basically just that. For your argument to go through, you have to show that there is no possible way, right? That something can interact with its negation. That's what impossible means. Basically, not possible. But
get
if
it,
you've already, if you've already agreed that it is possible that there could be other types of causality other than the ones that you're trying to prove that this, immaterial thing reacting with a material is impossible in, then you basically have already conceded that even if you prove it being impossible in those types of causality, it wouldn't necessarily be impossible for causality in general, right? So you basically already
Well, it would
conceded.
be. Oh, sorry. Well, no, I didn't. Right? Because I'm not saying that, nor did I agree. What I said, no, I didn't though. No, I didn't though. Because what I said,
it's
right?
fine. It's fine. Even if he did or did not say, now he's clearing up his position on the
Okay,
point.
so why
That's
is
how you have multiple times.
okay, that's fine. So Arky, yeah, that's fine.
I wasn't
Okay, so
done.
if you,
Yeah, I wasn't done.
That's his turn. It is his turn.
all right, sure, go ahead.
Thank you. So what I'm saying, right? is that all I'm doing is trying to point out, right, that it's illogical. The point which Tomas even cleared up in the beginning is whether it's metaphysically possible for something to interact with its negation. I said, in virtue of what would you want me to prove this? You said, give any reasoning. I gave a baseline of reasoning, and the point is you haven't like spotted out an inconsistency with it. Right now, you're trying to just say to me that, oh, well, you need to prove it's impossible for it to be in causality in general. But
So
what causality in general would there be? What would you define causality in general as being?
I asked you to give reasoning with like within the laws of logic, or within metaphysical impossibility versus possibility. Like
what? That's a lie. That's a lie.
Well,
you
that's
said give reasoning. You said give any reasoning.
That's what I meant. I mean, you can't just So
wait, no.
Okay,
no, I know for sure. Wait, Tomas. Wait, hold on. I want to say something to Tomas. I want to say something to Tomas.
Both of you chill.
Wait, Tomas, could I?
Wait, what were you gonna say?
Wait, Tomas, can I say something to you? Oh, thanks.
What?
So in the beginning, I understand what you're gonna say, Tomas. Always clearing it up now, but that's actually not the case, right? In the beginning, I cleared it up and I explained to him, okay, do you mean by in virtue of the laws of logic? Then he said, just in virtue of anything, give reasoning. So I gave reasoning in virtue of everything.
Look.
I even clarified this before, yet he agreed with it. So I'm saying right now he can't just re-clarify. That's fallacious.
Archie. What Yeetus is, I think you're just confused on what Yeetus is asking you, right? Yeetus, this is the whole debate, right? It's summarized. You presented the conversion thingy and how like an immaterial thing can convert something to a material thing and how it would be illogical, right? Then Yeetus said that there's other types of causations, right? That aren't only conversion, or that there could be other types of causation. And he's saying, as he pointed out, that unless you prove that this is the only type of causation that is possible, then your argument doesn't follow. And he's asking you to do this.
You're misunderstanding what I'm saying then. I'm not saying that's the only type. I've said that multiple times. I said it's one of the types, and I can name the other ones.
Okay, so then Yeetus
the reason why we got confused, in the whole
so Yeetus
appeal to ignorance thing is that, well, hold on, I wasn't done. The reason why we got confused in the whole appeal to ignorance thing is because Yeetus was trying to say, because I said I was going to list more, but you just said there's more out of the ones that I was going to list. So I said, okay, what are those? Right, but you guys are just misinterpreting what I'm saying.
That's not what he said. He said that even if you list a bunch of them and prove that they're somehow incompatible with immaterial and material interaction, you would also have to prove that the ones you list are the only ones possible. Because there could be there could be other types of causation that are possible, which could lead to immaterial and material interaction being possible.
I'm saying to him, he'd have to list out those.
Well,
why?
He's not asserting there is. He's just asserting there could be.
Yeah, I'm just saying because I mean, okay. So what I'm saying is, again, a possibility is just something that doesn't have a contradiction, right? Or it doesn't have any reason why it would be impossible. So I'm just saying that, if you can't give any reason for this, like it to be impossible for there to be like some other type of causality, right? Because I mean, I don't think you giving like a few definitions would like entail that these are the only types of causality. Like, okay, I asked you to give a baseline of reasoning, right? You could give whatever reasoning you want, but that doesn't mean that reasoning is going to be valid. Like, you think that me saying, okay, we'll give whatever reasoning, that doesn't mean that whatever reasoning you give is just inherently valid. I'm asking.
I feel like you're shotgunning me because that's another point.
That is another point. That is another point.
All right, sure. Okay, Archie.
So what I was saying, right?
Yeah. So what I'm asking
you already said your point, bro.
Yeah, okay, so I'm just asking you, why would this be impossible, and why is it impossible for there to be any other types of causality?
I'm saying to you, right, so to address your point, there's a difference between actuality and possibility. Just because it isn't impossible does not mean it's actual. I'm listing out the ones that are knowable and are explainable to us and things that are actual. These definitions would be such as, but you saying to me, right, well, these things are possible, meaning you have to explain to me why these ones can't be the case. They can't be the case because they're not proven actual. They're not actually the case. They're just they can possibly be the case, but they also possibly can't. Right?
Okay,
Again,
that's
as
literally
explained, right?
arguing
That's just
for
a possibility. That's not what a actuality is.
Okay,
Right?
now
So if
you're
this is not the
literally
case in
stating an
actuality,
argument.
then why should I take this to be the case?
Okay,
It's not
so
appeal to
yeah.
ignorance.
Again, do you know what something impossible is?
What's something
Okay, do you
impossible?
know? Okay, actually, we've
Impossible
already
is just something that
something.
yeah, that's something.
Yeah, something is impossible if there is no possible way for this thing to be true or for this thing to exist. Now, if you're conceding that, like, I'm not saying that these things are necessarily actual. I'm not saying that there are necessarily other ways of causality. I'm just saying that there's possibly other ways of causality because you've already basically agreed to that. So now, right, what I'm basically trying to say to you is that if there are possibly other types of causality which could, where basically it could be possible for immaterial things to react or interact causally with material things, then you wouldn't be
Wait, that's not what I knew you meant.
then you wouldn't be fulfilling your burden of proving that this
Wait,
is
that's not
impossible.
what I
It would
thought.
still,
That's not what I
no,
thought you
let me
meant.
finish. It would still be
Wait,
possible. I don't
Tomas, I
have
just
to
want to
prove.
clarify. I just
I
want to
don't have
clarify. I
to
didn't know.
prove that
Chill,
something
chill,
is
chill. Hey,
actual.
Archie, what did you mean? What did you mean?
I thought I didn't know he meant by interacting by other possible things. I thought he just meant that, like, oh, there's other ways of causality. I didn't know he meant there's other ways of causality that involve, like, interacting with immaterial things. That's not what I
What?
thought he meant.
No,
Bro, what? I got
that's
so
not what I
confused. I
meant
didn't
either. What
understand
the
that.
So Tomas, this is the reason why I thought he meant like you know how I listed out other ways of causality that don't involve material and things immaterial and material things interacting. I thought he was just trying to say there was other ways of that happening other than the ones I
Look,
was
no,
going
I'm
to
gonna
list.
repeat Yeetus' position one more time. Right? He's saying that okay, you could list out like 7 different ways of causation, right? And you could prove that in this 7 different ways, right? I'm just putting a number to it. Immaterial and material causation or interaction is impossible, right? But you would also have to prove that these are the only 7 ways of causation or interaction or whatever, right? Because otherwise, you're not fulfilling your burden of proving that it's impossible.
All right. Well, Tomas, to be honest, you just don't cut me off. To be honest, Tomas, I feel like I progressed my argumentation at this point. It's just going to end up in meaningless spurging. And I don't want to spurg, right? So do you think it'd be best to go to conclusions simply due to the fact that like, I
gonna be
progressed my
honest with you.
argumentation?
If you go to conclusions right now, you lost. So
Why?
I'm not gonna recommend you to go to conclusions. 'Cause that would just be suicide.
Why would I lose?
Because he just literally pointed out why you haven't fulfilled your burden, and then he asked you it.
So,
and now you're
well,
basically
in
saying,
conclusions,
and now you're basically saying like, okay, I feel like if I keep trying to fulfill my burden, it's just gonna be spurging.
All right.
Well, no. I'm saying if I keep giving, because I think I've already given baseline reasonings for it. I'm saying if he's going to continuously try to deny these reasonings, even though he's not actually denying them, he's just kind of like giving meaningless refutations and false refutations. That's just going to end up in spurking, since I'm never going to see his full point of view. And he's never going to see my full point of view.
Conclusions if you want.
Okay.
I mean, Archie, I wouldn't go to conclusions if I was you, but okay.
Cause also I'm bored and I want to go hang out with my friends and swim.
All right, sure. Give your conclusion.
We can go first, Yeetus.
You're the one on the affirmative, so I would rather you.
Bro, stop playing around. Just go first, because I'm not paying attention right now.
Conclusions really don't matter, bro.
Exactly. Just go first, Yeetus.
All right, sure. I'll just go. Okay, so, wait, hold up. Is Tomiki still here? Yeah, Tomiki's still here. Okay, so basically, first, I asked you, first we were talking about what the debate was actually on. We agreed it was on whether this is metaphysically impossible. And we know metaphysical impossibility, entails actual impossibility. So something that's metaphysically impossible would also just be impossible, period. Under, the definition that I think a metaphysical impossibility would be. He gave a definition for metaphysical impossibility. I asked why this would actually entail impossibility, why this would prove that this thing is metaphysically impossible, this definition he gave for metaphysical contradiction. He then tried justifying it by listing out different types of causality and explaining why he thinks that these types of causality would entail it's impossible for something to interact with its negation. I then asked him why these would be the only types of causality, and I remember him literally just agreeing that they aren't necessarily the only types of causality, and it is possible that there are other types. But even if he did disagree with that, he still didn't justify that, right? He didn't justify that there, couldn't be. He didn't justify that it's impossible for there to be other types of causality other than, the ones that he mentioned. And I don't even think that he proved that something interacting with its negation is impossible, even under the types of causality he listed. What else? Yeah, so on top of that, I don't think he fulfilled his burden to show why his definition of metaphysical metaphysical contradiction would actually entail a metaphysical impossibility or even just a contradiction, right? Because he was just saying, oh, well, my definition is literally the thing we're debating. He tried saying I agreed to it, but then we played back the recording. I, obviously didn't. He said I could take it back, even if I did, which I didn't. But yeah, so that's kind of irrelevant at this point. His burden was to prove that this is impossible, meaning in no scenario, in no possible world, there is no way that this thing is possible. And he didn't fulfill that because he didn't show that it's impossible for there to be any other types of causality. That's my conclusion, and you can give your conclusion.
For sure. So basically, right, to address the first point that we went over in the very beginning, we firmly, constantly went over the recording. It's clearly stated that he said, oh, if this is your definition, if this is what you mean by it, I'm fine with it. And given the context, right, I already explained why that was the context in the beginning. He was talking about agreeing to my previous definition that he thought I gave, and that it's fine if I wanted to restate it. And I've already explained to him how that would just be saying, oh, okay, you can have this definition, I'll agree to it, but I also disagree at the same time. And I've already explained why he can't do that. But yeah, we already went over that, and obviously, just curious to what else he really had to say. I was less like, okay, you can restate, you can take it back if you want. I don't really care, right? So I was just like, okay, you can take it back. What else do you have to say to it? So we end up moving on. Rather again, we're faced with this constant bickering issue, right? So we end up getting to the point of entailing contradictions and whatnot. As you can see further back in the recording, I listed out a few ways of contradiction, or sorry, not contradiction, but conversion and causality. He agreed to my definition of causation, which you could also look back in the recording and see being something that causes and affects. I've already listed out in general why material things causing something material could be the case, because obviously you can't cause something and affect something that's the same properties. I explained that. I explained another way of conversion, which would be the causing process and the converting process of it. I explained to them why that would be the case. And I know you could say, oh, metaphysics and physics, that doesn't make any sense. But again, I was just clarifying, because he said any basis of reasoning. I was just giving him multiple reasoning, so we can't really say anything against it. His refutation against that was pretty vague and lackluster. He tried to say, oh, well, there's other possible ways of conversion. But again, I've already explained to you further back in the recording about how this doesn't really matter. You can say there's all types. It's not an actuality, right? And even if it were, right, even if you could possibly get that way, I never agreed to it. You never gave me out a list of reasoning or valid reasoning, or even a decent reasoning for why I should agree to, or why I was convincing enough. So that part in argumentation, I completely won. Regarding our rhetoric status, I do admit he was getting some type of rhetorical gain in the beginning, mainly because I was distracted. But by the end of it, I ended up pretty much rhetorically stomping him. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I won. GG's. I won.
You want to hear my judging or my point of view?
No, I do not. I mean, you can, but I'm not going to take that into consideration.
Sure.
I just feel like to us, it's just gonna spark stuff again. Remember what happened last time?
Spark stuff.
Yeah, I feel like we like constantly like getting.
I mean, I won't get mad if you don't yell at me. Like I'm pretty calm right now.
No, not talking about between us, because I'm calm right now. I'm just saying it's just gonna end up being toxic between everyone else too.